You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
You might do it, Kick Dick back here. Welcome to Chiefs Texans. Welcome back after the little break. We are underway right now with the Chiefs getting the ball. Here's a handoff. This game has huge playoff implications for both teams and seeding. What is going on, everybody? Clark, what's going on? Van Helsing, Odell Boy. Thank you for being here. Cujo, Rocco, my man. Little Griffith, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate Left Coast Eagle, Logan Motorsports. Appreciate you guys being here, along with my cat Dasher, snuck in. You guys may remember Dasher last year. He was McLean as one of the kittens. And we got Wayne Morris is down and injured after the first play. Major Payne, my man, what's going on? We are underway. Chiefs take an injury on the first play. Hit that like is right. What up, comrade? How are you? Arthur says, please eliminate KC. Jawline 500. I did some jawline exercises. My jawline sucks. I got a sagging jawline. I'm confident. I don't know. I got a good feeling, but I feel like it could go many different ways. Philly, it won't let me like the button, but did you put platform shoes on the Joel's? No, I didn't. No. You can't hit the like button. It won't work. Jeez. Dasher, what are you doing, Dasher? Who won 5? You know what? I don't care who wins this game, to be honest. I kind of bet the Texans and the over, so I'll go with that. But it don't really matter to me. What was your surprise of the day so far? Probably the injuries. I think today was a brutal day for injuries. That, with Daniel Jones, Ertz. I saw the Ertz injury. That was horrible. Other than that, I guess the Tampa Bay game would probably be right. The New Orleans Saints winning. I mean, you would think that Tampa would have arrived and won that game. 500 going to get demonetized for showing too much jaw. That shit's too. I know it is. My jawline's beautiful. What's he talking about? That jawline's beautiful. It's got a little bit of padding, but I can take care of that. You tell your kids that there's two teams that no, I don't. But they, I don't even understand what the hell that means. Trevon, where you been? Finally worked after I got out and got back in. Shador surprised me. They're running that kid. They're ruining that kid. And Daniel Jones is going to be RG3 with that She-Fran. Yeah, he might be. I look like Bruce Wayne. I know. I'm Batman. Look at that. I'm Batman. I tell you what, my camera's a little crooked, though. So if my face looks crooked, the camera's crooked. Can you get the mod back? I ain't seen you anywhere but now. Where you been? Ryan, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, FBI should be called on Stefanski. What the F was that 2 point? You don't like it, huh? Breen says, there's a watch in the house. You know it. King Kong ain't got shit on me. That's it. There you go, right there. That was just like in the movies. 3-0. That was quick, yeah. All right, come on there, Texans. Let's rock and roll. Texans got a good defense, man. Stroud, hands off. Who's running the ball? Woody Marks. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Boom. Like that. I could just pop that line all day, just like in the movie. Just like when they filmed my scene. I hope the Eagles can create moments of the playoffs like the snow game last year. Me too. We will. What up, Major Payne? Damn. My phone. I hate my phone. I got the new iPhone. Sucks. What's it do so good? It's stupid. Siri's got to be the dumbest computer intelligence I've ever seen. 500 dropped the phone. I hate the color of the phone. I should have kept my damn iPhone 13, yo. Third and 1 at the 22. Stroud under center. Handoff. Got it first. He got it. Let me make sure I'm caught up. Oh, I changed the channel by accident to PBS News Weekend. Who cares about PBS News Weekend? Texas winning. I'll take it. We got 287 Mother Humpers in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that like, make sure you subscribe. First and 10, Mother Humping. Come on, Stroud, do something. What's up, Dasher? Oh, that looked like he could throw an interception. I love my 13. I'll run it into the ground before I buy one. Man, I should have kept mine. Well, I don't know. I mean, they gave me $1,200 for mine. But, like, I hadn't had a phone in, like, 5 years. And I don't feel like it's faster. I don't feel like it does anything different. It's like, what's so great about it? And then it's like you got this Apple Intelligence. It's so stupid. It's dumb as shit. It's the cat. My cat is smarter than that. It's stupid. Here's Stroud rolls out. Looks. Like, I really don't know what it does so good. My iPhone 13 Pro Max was the best damn phone I had. It's no different. What, I'm not buying another phone. I ain't buying shit anymore. I'm getting sick of all these things, man. 500, I'm at the mall. Some girl walked up and saw my screen, their top. Oh, Pablo kept saying, that Joel line speaks to us. The Joel line is where it's at, man. They need a Kelly Green phone. There you go. T-Mobile's a ripoff. They said they'd give me $800. They didn't give it to you? I got the $1,200 credit, but I just don't know what's so great about, like, what did I need it for? Yeah, the iPhone 13 to me was the best, like, maybe one of the best damn phones. That thing for 4 or 5 years never gave me any problems. Here's Stroud gonna run, gonna get sacked. So I don't have Madden, no. I'm still thinking of buying it though. Satellite phones are interesting. 500 get Brad Pitt. I'm gonna go on a water fast until I have a jawline like Brad Pitt. I only upgrade every once in 5 years. Yeah, that's what I've been kind of doing too. But usually in the past, it's like when I get to like year 4, it's like, oh, this thing's slow. The battery don't last. I never had those problems with the iPhone 13. I just thought it would offer more after 5 years. You know, like be fast or something. Just think all that data Apple has on you, Philly. Oh, they got shit on me. They think they do, but I fake them all out because I know when they come, I'm gonna be ditching that phone. Yeah, they probably got a lot of crap on me, but nothing bad. I mean, well, I ain't got nothing to hide. Yeah, my battery works great on my X. Yeah, that iPhone 13 wasn't bad, man. It was a good phone. I think it was made better material too. If Stroud looks 3rd and 8, incomplete. I'm ready to give up the 15 for 17. I mean, I don't know what the 14 and 15 are like, but all I can tell you is my 13 Pro Max probably was just as fast. The only thing it didn't have is that artificial Apple Intelligence, but it's stupid. Apple Intelligence is dumb as shit. I told it to draw me a picture or something. It didn't know what I was talking about. Now, the iPhone 10, I'm sorry, probably good with that. They're all the same now. It used to be back in the day, you know, it was like when you got a new phone, it was like, man, it was like a completely different user experience. It was like, boom, you get a phone, all of a sudden there's FaceTime, all of a sudden there's this. It's like, oh, okay, this is cool. Now it's like, don't waste your time. Same thing with video games. Well, I got a PlayStation 5, stinks. I got a 5 and an Xbox. There's no good, there's nothing I like. There's no games. It's not like the old days where they used to put out games and be like, oh yeah, that's a generational bump. By the time they come out with Grand Theft Auto, they're going to have the iPhone 6 out. What do I need it for? I'm getting old and tired of all this crap. Hung me out. David Super Chat goes, Philly, are you in the F or Meows? I am not. I am not. Apple is annoying, but Google is worse. Yeah. The worst part, I'm going to tell you what I hate. I'm going to have a little rant here. This is almost Festivus. Okay, so you get the AirPods, right? The AirPods I put in, and every time my kids put their phone or touch their phone, it connects to their stupid phones. And then I'm like, there's no way to stop it. So the AirPods just connect to my phone. My kids they're on my account. But every time it connects to them. It's the most annoying shit ever. It's just, I don't got time for this shit no more. I use Pro 16 for work due to LiDAR camera. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying those aren't good. I'm just saying that, like, to make the jump, I would have thought after 5 years it would have been more effective. That's all I'm saying. Like, I thought it would have been more like, oh wow, yeah, this is fast. Oh, there's this thing. Wow, did you see that? Did you see this Apple Intelligence making my thumbnails? Like, nah, it's dumb. Eddie Davis Super Chat. He goes, Apple is for Cowboy fans. Samsung screams, go Birds. So what's the NFC picture look like if the Eagles win tomorrow? Eagles a 3 seed, Green Bay 2, Rams a 1s, basically. And thank you for Super Chat. Philly 500, my guy, you are not old. You are a young brother. Are you older than me? You can't be older than me. I'm old. And Eddie David, Super Chat. Eagles will be a 3 seed. Rams are 1, and Packers are 2. Just make your device forget the AirPods. It connects anyways. It connects anyways. It's so annoying. I can't stand it. And then it's like, you're supposed to say like, hey Siri, and it's supposed to like turn on. It doesn't. I'm in the shower. My phone's alarm starts going off. And it's so annoying. I'm trying to shower. And I'm going, yo, Siri, like to shut it up. And it doesn't hear me. It's like, what? This shit don't work. Apple went down after Steve Jobs died. I'm sorry. It's true. F. Hammett, David Super Chat. You kind of have the Giga Chad jawline. What is that? You're 58. Get out of here. You don't look a day over 30. Rice got the ball now. Chiefs got the ball back. You look great. And thank you, Hammer, for super chat. I do got that jawline. Look at that. I'm gonna work, like my New Year's resolution is to just work on my jawline. I am gonna come up with the most beautiful jawline in a year. 6th seed is the 49ers. 7th seed is the Bears. Bears went from the 1st seed to the 7th seed tonight. 2nd of 5 for the Chiefs. Here's a handoff. Pacheco, nothing. Dude, I swear that thing pisses me off so much. I'm 63, Philly. I remember watching Harold. Wow, you're 63? God bless you, man. It's crazy getting that old, right? Thanks, brother. I have 2 granddaughters, 5 and 9. Oh, God bless you, man. That's great. There's Mahomes just completed to himself. And tackle Anderson. Beautiful. Man, Tech David Super Chat. Go Texans, right? That defense is swarming, dude. I'm so old, Philly. We used to use rotary phones. I know, right? Dude, my kids, I was watching Everybody Loves Raymond with them. They were watching Raymond, and I sat there, and I'm sitting there, and they used the phone on the wall, and my daughter turned to me and said, "What is that?" I said, "What is what?" She said, "What is that on the wall?" I said, "That's a phone." Didn't even know what it was. It's crazy. I think this game is important for the Texans to get confidence to be a major player in the playoffs. If they beat Kansas City, I won't be surprised if they make it to the AFC Championship game. Well, they got the defense. They do got the defense. Yeah, I mean, I remember the rotary phones. They're a little before my time, but I know how to use them. You were a youngster. I remember the games at Franklin Field. Wow. Yeah, I'm a little young for that. Make a jawline shirt. Okay. Nextel Bleep Bleep was the greatest invention ever. Nextel. That was the radio ones, right? Yeah, I like those. Remember when the Matrix came out and they had the Matrix phone and you push the button and the thing came out? That was like, that's all anybody wanted was that stupid Matrix phone. Now it's like nothing compared to what we have now. Apple isn't even good, but people like Apple, like they like Starbucks and like women who get piercings because everyone else has it. Apple features often lag behind Android. I mean, look, I'm the first to admit, the only reason I ever got Apple was because it was easier for me to figure out how to use it. And then once I got it and I had stuff that was already, in that ecosystem, it just was easy. I did not want to figure out how to turn something on or do I don't know none of that. That's the only reason I bought it. Yeah, Nextel 2-ways were great. NFC playoff seedings, Dallas Cowboys are the 999th ranked team to make the playoffs. Exactly. Here we go. Rest in peace to the real Shang Tsung. Who's that? A lot of companies make changes to products every year, and I promote useless features as being worth upgrading. I try to be very picky when it comes to upgrading. Yeah, I'm getting more and more picky. Like I used to upgrade every 2 years, and it felt like extreme, like upgrades. I just upgraded after 5, and it feels like I could have waited another 4 years, and I'll probably wait another 4 years now. The only thing that made me change was the camera's a little bit better, but I don't even notice that much, to be honest with you. Dallas 505, thank you for Super Chat. Happy 23rd birthday, Philly. Yeah, right. I wish I was 23. I wish. I'm 5-0, man. I'm the big 5-0. I'm 50. 50, mother hump. Homie out there with Super Chat. He goes, ColecoVision Pong first home video game got 1976. I remember ColecoVision. I remember Pong. Stroud going deep. He got a man up. He underthrew him, but he still comes back and makes the catch. Nico Collins at the 12. He underthrew him as a touchdown. I remember Pong, and I liked the one. What was the one where they had to get the sheet, the little, like, it would come with like a little screen thing, and you'd put it in the controller so it would tell you how to do it. That was pretty cool. Was that Coleco? I remember the Atari 6400 with Space Invaders. Chris got David Super Chat. He goes, what are your keys to winning tomorrow night? I think, to be honest with you, I think the key is the defensive line for the Eagles. I think that defensive line has to stop the run. Okay, and you have to get pressure on Herbert if he plays because you have to bang him around. But I think the key is that defensive line. That defensive line has to have a good game. If they do that, I think the Eagles will win. But I think I'm putting it on the line, defensive line tomorrow. I buy my phones outright. I buy unlocked phones that aren't connected to telecom. Yeah, that ain't a bad idea, to be honest with you. The iPhone is 75% made of Samsung products. It's true. Why delete my message? I wasn't hyper. I didn't delete your message, Needle. I didn't delete anything. I love my pink Razor flip phone. Growing old is a blessing. It's kind of freaky, man. It freaks me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I am old, bro. I am. Yeah, I miss the days of Tecmo Bowl too. I'm old, but I truthfully, like, I don't think I would like. I think I lived in the perfect time. Like, before the computer world, before it went all to, like, these iPhones and all this stuff and the internet, I got to see part of that world to be part of it. I'm glad. Yeah, and television. Pink Razor phones. Samsung better than Apple? I'm not going to even argue. I don't know. I'm an idiot when it comes to technology. Fast 500. Yeah. My score prediction for this game? 24-20. I as long as I get the over. I did have a Nextel, yeah. I did. What age did I get in football? About 5 or 6. I don't care how old I am as long as I still get. Yeah, you ain't kidding. It does freak me out though sometimes though. Because I don't feel like I'm 50, but I'm 50. And I don't feel like it until I start, like, put on music. And, like, this sucks. Put on TV, this sucks. I'm like, damn, I sound like my grandparents did, you know? The next generation missed out. They did. They did. At football, I played tight end linebacker. And a little safety. In baseball, I played first base. In basketball, I played forward, but I only played basketball up until middle school. Hockey, I played a lot of street hockey. That wasn't really, like, organized. I always played goalie. I love goalie. Goalie or center. And then I liked the box. So I did those, and I was on swim team. Hung me out, David Super Chat. Hey, did you have a Tudor electric football? I did. Oh, the ones where you put on the thing and, and they all move? Yeah, I had that. Philly, if the Chiefs win tonight, Broncos are playing Packers next week, home to win the division. Rooting for Chiefs. I know. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So if the Chiefs win, Broncos can clinch next week. If the Chiefs lose, they clinch tonight. Yeah, we want him to have to clinch versus the Pack. Riot, David Super Chat. Philly, you're right. I was sitting in a shop yesterday waiting on food, and I forgot my phone. I was like, a shock. People need to unplug from the tech. It's true. It's true. Like you know, like you see, like I don't post on Twitter like a lot of the other like content creators. I don't. When I do the YouTube thing, I get off. I unplug. I try to go off my phone. I have to get away from it. I can't stay plugged in all day. This is my big thing, and I've accepted that. But I can't be on Twitter every 5 seconds. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz. And Riot, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. 50 is a new 40. Yeah, it's true. New music sucks. And I'm not the only one. Like my kids and all the kids' friends, they all say the music today sucks. Penalty on the Texans, by the way. And they took in a touchdown off the board. No, 500 wasn't a D1 basketball player. I could play, but once I got to high school, there was too many good people. Dallas, thank you for the super chat. I led my state in interceptions last year. Oh, you did? Man, congratulations. What state, if you don't mind me asking? 3rd and 10. Stroud looks, throws, caught. Oh, he's going to get the first. Close. The thing about the electric football, passing wasn't possible because of the little marshmallow-sized football. The passing game was the worst than the Eagles, and you would lose the little ball. Oh, yeah, it was bad. 1990s was the last great decade. 21st century is nuts. It is. But, you know, man, I don't know. I feel bad for the kids today. Like, you know, we could go out and play, you know, and be out till the street lights came home. You knew you were coming home. You got to worry about that crap now. Your kids don't ever come home. It's crazy. I sound like you was probably, yeah, I was. Twitter has become such a degenerate app. Like such a time. Yeah, I don't spend much time. I you know, I go on. I get Eagles news and stuff, but I don't spend time on it. And I get off once I do my YouTube stuff. I get offline. You know, I don't need to be online all day. J Dogs is fire. You ever have a Wii? And the first console was Sega Genesis. I had a Wii, and I had a Sega Genesis. First game I ever got Sega Genesis changed my life. It was called Madden. It was the first Madden. It was originally like what? I think there were like 12 teams in it. That game was like the greatest football game ever. Yeah, I don't know. I think it worries me formally. I'm a little embarrassed about it, to be honest with you. If I get the new chip implant, it's worth it. I ain't getting no Mark of the Beast. I'll never get an implant. Never going to get a chip implant. It's like, DJ says 1980s, 90s, college, pro football, forever. They were great. Madden 91, that was good, yeah. I love Joe Montana football and Sega Genesis. I don't remember that one. Remember, was it I think it was 2K, right? Was it the one with Owens where you could do first person? That was pretty cool. Yeah, Daniel Jones got injured, right? Oh, Daniels got injured, yeah. Nevada. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. Sega Genesis, Joe Montana football. I don't remember Joe Montana football. I 4th and 1, they're going to push it. And they got it. 1st and goal at the 10. Do you think the Easter Bowl is Nick's idea? How do you think that conversation went to put a flip? I have no idea. I don't know. I hope that it was like a joke type thing, you know? If streetlights had to on the block, yeah, exactly. RG3 2.0. Did they bring him back too early? Hall Hustle. Do you think they brought him back too early and he got did he get rehurt or did he hurt something else? He could end up RG3 again. Yeah, exactly. It's really scary out there for kids. It ain't like it is. It's wow. Okay, the bunny call plays. I don't know. I like Tecmo Bowl. But back in those days, do you guys remember early games? Like, there was no Eagles in a lot of those games. Like, Madden didn't have Philly. Tecmo Bowl, the early one, didn't have Philly. I had to play with Denver all the time. Madden 98 was the last good football game. 98. There was some good ones. They had the one with Michael Vick. My favorites were like the one with Vick and Ray Lewis on the cover of Madden. Those to me were like when they first started going online play, that was awesome. Now it's horrible. I haven't played. Def Jam games. Yeah, remember NBA Jam? That was good. But I remember that Dr. J versus Larry Bird 1-on-1. And then it later became Jordan versus Bird. That was such a great game. 92 Randall Cunningham was insane. I could go to the 1 yard line, hike it, run Cunningham all the way back to the 1, and then I could literally just dodge for a whole quarter, and they could never tackle me. It was crazy. Yeah, that was the hit stick. Yeah, that was good. Hurts is always his best after a bad game. Hurts going off I agree. I want to see that Texas D beat the hell out of Mahomes. Yeah. Frosted Snowman was a happy gentle soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Down to the village, with a broomstick in his hand. Yeah, and then you had the little villain guy with the mustache. Gotta get busy. Seems like the Chiefs have some hate in the chat. Yeah, people hate the Chiefs. I have always loved Madden. I have to until the last 4 or 5 years. The NFL should grant license to multiple video makers and increase competition. Then football games would be worth getting. That's the problem. That's the problem. There's no competition. That's the problem. Eagles fan Clark, thank you for the super chat. 500. How did the refs not see the Chiefs player's helmet all the way over the line there? Holy shit, they were all sides. They always let the defense line up off sides on that play. I don't know why. But they do. It's crazy. And Chris Melnick, sorry I missed this. What about NFL Blitz game or NFL Stroud? I haven't played it. That's the one where they're not like in they're not in their uniforms, right? I don't remember Holyfield boxing, but I remember Fight Night, and I remember Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That was my favorite. Yeah, I remember Qbert. I'm like 110 T1000 affiliate. I have titanium knee joint after knee replacement surgery. Dude, I have to get knee replacement too. I'm due, but my insurance won't cover it until I'm like 55. So I can't do anything until then. I got to deal with it. But how did that go, man? Did you feel good with it now? Oh, here's a return. Nothing there. Come on, Chiefs. It's time to make a move now. I've not played NFL Streets. NFL Blitz sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I tell you what, I played NFL football on VR, and it wasn't the greatest graphics stuff, but man, like it kind of worked. Like you could build on it. Definitely. Mahomes rolls out. Except for I ran into the wall. Better Philly, but still click. Oh, see, mine click. I could pop my knee. I don't know if you can hear it. Mike Tyson Punch Out can't be put against any game out there. I agree. That was such a great game. Defender on Atari was my favorite. Yeah, that was good. I liked on the Atari. I liked Pitfall. Remember Pitfall? Skater. Oh, Blades of Steel was awesome. Blades of Steel. When they had to do the shootout, that was my junks. I liked it. Madden 2004 with Vic was awesome. That was a great Madden. They used to have good games back in the day. Mahomes back to pass. Looking. Gonna run. Slides. First down. Blades of Steel was another game. Did not have flyers. Your knees getting worse? They were supposed to have a Pitfall movie and never have. Oh, really? Interesting. Kid Count. I don't remember that one. I don't remember that game. My Genesis was dedicated to Madden. On Nintendo, though, remember Castlevania Simon's Quest? I loved that. Ninja Gaiden. Man, those were the good old days. See, and kids today, they don't realize, like, I feel bad for my kids. Like, they don't know what it's like to, like an event. Like when there's a big movie coming out, you had to go to the theater. The only way you could see it, like it was like an event. They don't have things like that today. I'm glad. I mean, I hate being 50, but I'm glad I grew up before all this internet crap. Yeah, Shinobi was good. Mega Man. Those are all good. Yeah, old school Ninja Game was great. Yeah, Kung Fu was awesome. A little bit. Modern games are far better graphic-wise, but in terms of performance-wise, old football games are... Yeah, it's weird because it's like all these games I see like online, like PlayStation stuff, and I want to have a game. Like, I want there to be a game that I'm like, oh, I got to play this. And there's just nothing, and they have better graphics and stuff, but the games aren't as fun. I just don't think they're creative today. Holmes got sacked. Geez, that defense is good. Contra was good. Yeah, Street Fighter, Contra, Castlevania was one of my favorites. Double Dragon was great. The only match was the McNabb cover. Yeah, I remember that one. Duck Hunt. I remember Duck Hunt. I played Raw, I think. Yeah, they had more. Did they have more features? Interesting. 10-Yard Fight was good. Yes. Those were awesome. Here's a little screen of Rice, and it's going to be 4th down. Chiefs are getting booed. Clark Davis Super Chat. He goes, Anthony Joshua or fake Paul? Who'd you got December 19th? Oh, is it a real fight? Like, I don't believe any of those Paul fights are real. I don't believe any of them are real. I would say Joshua. Tekken was good, yeah. Yeah, I think you're talking about Blades of Steel, right? Yeah, Grand Theft. Yeah, I'm waiting for the new one. I mean, that's the only thing that looks like every time a new game system comes out, there always seems like there was a game that was like defined that generation in a game. PlayStation 5, what is it? Nothing. And by the time I would think it was going to be Grand Theft Auto 6, but it keeps getting delayed. By the time they come out with that, I just saw a thing that was saying PlayStation 6 may be out 2027. I'm not getting it. I think I'm ready to retire from playing games. Spider-Man, yeah, that came out like when the system came out, though, Fortnite, I can't stand Fortnite. Yeah, they keep pushing it back. There's just nothing, dude. There's nothing. They don't invent nothing new. Everything is just a remake. Spy Hunter, yeah, there you go. I'm getting old and miserable. I am. I'm getting old and miserable. Like, dude, I find myself watching, like, Sanford and Son reruns. Like, I'm watching Sanford and Son reruns. And it's like, it's only like half the TV because it wasn't a widescreen. I watch A-Team. I just watched Greatest American Hero. I find it to be way more entertaining than anything new, except for a few things. Yeah, you should. Exactly. It's just because we're gonna. I agree. I agree, Greg. That's a big problem. It is. Yeah, I played Mortal Kombat. I was a Street Fighter 2 guy. I liked that. That was the one I liked. This era sucks. I mean, I remember going to the arcade in the malls. And some of the malls would have like you'd have to get like coins. They wouldn't take quarters. And I used to go to the it was KB Toy Store in the mall, and they would sell bags of these like treasure coins, and they would work in the arcades. So I would buy like hundreds of them for like $3, and then we'd go play in the arcades all day with it. It was fun. Yeah, I watch old shows too. Good Times was a bomb. JJ, Kid Dynamite. Yeah. Dallas, thank you for super chat. My man, he goes, PlayStation 5 and Spider-Man 500. Yeah, I guess. I guess, But Spider-Man, to me, though, I look at like, those are superheroes games. Like, I remember when like Resident Evil came out, it changed the way games. Tomb Raider, even Last of Us. It's like, they don't have that anymore. Uncharted was great. I loved Uncharted. Yeah, I like Ninja Gaiden. I've never played Hitman, no. Sanford Son is hilarious. That show was the best. I love that show. Yeah, Echelon Mall was great. Remember the Echelon Mall had do you remember when they had the original like VR? And it was like a big thing you had to climb up. We used to do that at Echelon Mall. I used to go to Echelon Mall every week. Resident Evil was like my favorite. Resident Evil, the first one, was my favorite game until Last of Us. Last of Us is my favorite of all time. Silent Hill, Resident Evil, yeah. I haven't played the Mafia games. No, are they good? I would love to have something to be interested in, but you play Ninja Gaiden on your PC? Interesting. It's interesting because it seems like now, like, everything is about like playing old games on new systems. It's crazy. Instead of playing new games on new systems, like everybody's just playing the old games. First and 10. Houston's got the ball again at their own 10. They can't move the ball, Kansas City. Bally's by Cherry Hill Mall, across from Hannaford, I think. Yeah, Echelon Mall was great. Going to mall was an event. Going downtown to the Galleria of Franklin Mills Mall, King of Prussia. Yeah, I remember King of Prussia. Yeah, Franklin Mills. Yep. Deptford Mall is where I used to go. I used to live not far from Deptford Mall. 2nd and 9. There's a throw. Oh, is it picked off? Oh, it hit the ground. They almost had a pick. I miss when different malls see in the same city have different clothes. Now most malls have similar clothing. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Pinball machines were great. They were. They closed. Oh, are they closing Franklin Mills Mall? Interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't watch Golden Girls. My wife absolutely. If you want to get on my wife's nerves, put on the Golden Girls theme song. She hates that show. 3rd and 9. Stroud. Oh, he had a man open. He missed him. Oh, yeah, flag down. He had Schultz. Remember Tron, the video game? Yeah, I remember it. I don't remember City Blue, no. Yeah, Punch Out was great. Yeah, the malls are dying now. You used to take New Jersey line from 7th Street to... Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's interesting. Tecmo Bowl was good, yeah. Thank you for being a friend. Yeah, my wife hates that song. If I want to annoy her, I put Golden Girls on. There's a nice run, like 8 yards. Sesame Street. I never watched that. Yeah, malls have been. It's not the same though. It's just not the same. You know, you go to the arcades, and then they used to have like the video game stores would be there, and that was always a big event if something was coming out. And then if you used to go to movies, like we used to go to movies in the summer, and it would be cold and air conditioned in there. Now you go to a movie in summer, I'm sweating my ass off. Here's Stroud. Goes deep. Overthrown. 500 flying in the air, nose first to ants in the mall. Flying in the air? Jeez. I remember joust. Do you guys remember the Olympic game ones? Where they had like all the different Olympic games and you would be track athlete and they would be like pole vault and you would play like in the Olympics. Remember those? I forget what they were called. I used to love that. Third and 3, Stroud looking, throws, caught, first down. They're moving the ball. Dalton Schultz. Track and field, hell yeah. Long jump, yeah. Remember that? Madden does the bare minimum. NFL doesn't help by banning all kinds of things in the game, like the OG head stick and certain injuries in the game, like concussions. They ban all that? It's crazy. Favorite candy bar from the 80s? Philly. Oh, I think it's probably still out, but I haven't had it in forever. Would be a whatchamacallit. I used to like whatchamacallits back in the day. I don't know if they still make them or not. Whatchamacallits and a Mellow Yellow. Remember Mellow Yellow? Only in the South you could get that, though. But when we used to go to, like, the Outer Banks, I would get Mellow Yellow all the time. Track and field, yep. 2nd and 7. Stroud getting pressured. Rolls to his right. Looks, throws. I got Nico at the 40, 30, 20, 10. Down to the 9-yard line. He threw that across his body. Devontae Jones, thank you for the super chat. Philly, I know you're a sissy about horror movies, but It TV series pretty good on it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that because I like the It stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I heard that was really, really good. I definitely want to watch that. Dallas 505. Sorry, I missed the super chat because was your child show Henry Danger? No, I don't even know what that was. I don't even know what was Henry Danger. I don't remember what that was. Payday candy bar was good, yeah. You need to play the Star Wars Fallen Order last. Okay, I'll check it out. I played Centipede, yeah. I mean, I remember it. I don't think I was the biggest fan of it. I liked the other one. What was the one with the tanks? Mellow Cups. I don't remember. I didn't have a favorite Muppet. Henry Danger, the next show. Oh, I never watched it. I never heard of it. Yeah, Combat was good. All-time Splinter Cell. I got the PlayStation 5. I got nothing to play with. There's nothing I want to play on it. It's like, this is game. This is. I got Spider-Man. Nothing like, wow. Dallas 505 David Super Chickens. What your childhood show Blue? I never heard of it. Never heard of any of those things. Frogger. My childhood shows was like A-Team and Airwolf. And I used to watch Challenge of the Super Friends on Saturday morning cartoons. Those were my shows. Reruns of like Happy Days and reruns of like Three's Company, reruns of Taxi. I liked Cheers. Like those were my childhood days. The other ones, I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. Knight Rider was great, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. 3rd and goal. Touchdown. Stroud touchdown. Wow. Woody Marks. Pause. No, I feel like we need a pause on his name. Woody Marks. Chiefs are done, dude. Chiefs are done. I think the Chiefs are done, man. They look like they just look like they got. They look like they got no juice. Yeah, the Chiefs look like they got no juice. Captain Planet, I didn't remember that one. DuckTales. I heard of DuckTales, but I never watched it. Kids today miss everything they did. What about Toy Stories? Yeah, they're gone. Dallas 505 David Super Check. Was your time Show Paw Patrol? No, I don't even know what that is. No, he could keep trolling. I don't mind. Now, 500, how you show your girl's cat dog. What the heck is cat dog? MacGyver was awesome. We used to have a kid in school. We used to call him MacGyver because he looked exactly like him. And he had the MacGyver haircut. Still watch Cheers, All in the Family, Seinfeld, all great shows. I watch them too. I watch those too. I was just watching All in the Family not too long ago. That and the Jeffersons. This year, Weird Patrol's back on top. I don't even know what that is. No, I never. McHale's Navy. I've heard of that. I never watched it though. Greatest American Hero is one of the great shows. I just rewatched that whole series. What a great show. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I mean, just the whole concept of it. After we gave them the ball to S, I told everybody this will be Andy Reid's last Super Bowl. But you were right. So I'm still playing PlayStation 3. That's awesome. I don't know. What is the cat dog? Captain Caveman? I didn't watch that. Dukes of Hazzard, just the good old boys. Yeah, I remember Dukes of Hazzard. Roscoe Pico Train. Yeah. Marry with Children, legendary. No Ma'am was great. I've never watched South Park, ever. Yeah, Chico's, my wife loves those. Hello, 5-0, your brother, what's going on, racing? Leave it to Beaver, yep. MacGyver, yeah, he could make a helicopter out of a string, doorknob, elbow macro. Yeah, he could literally create a jawline out of some thread. The Sopranos, great show. Welcome back, Cotter. Yeah. Welcome back. And yeah, was a Horseshack? Is that what he's called? I can't even laugh like he would laugh. Welcome back. And did his wife always eat like Brussels sprouts or something? Night Court, I remember that. Hong Kong Fooey, Great Ape, Captain Caveman. I don't remember any of those. Hong Kong Fooey sounds familiar. Yeah, I do, but I haven't caught up yet. Three's Company was hilarious. That was a great show. You watch Janet. Got the wrong one. Dallas 505 David Super Chat goes, what's your childhood movie? Step Brothers. No, but I do like Step Brothers. Now, my childhood movie would have been probably Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yo, MTV Raps. I remember that. And then Headbangers Ball. I used to watch both those. Incredible Hulk was great. Chiefs look done. They look done. They just look like the last few years have worn them out. That's what they look like to me. Philly 500. My favorite game was Mass Effect series and a game piece of Lords of Realm from 294 and Command Conquer Alert. I actually know what Lords of Realm is. My brothers used to play that, I'm pretty sure. I heard of that one, yeah. Knight Rider, yep. $6 Million Man. Great show. I didn't watch King of the Hill. Well, Phil, when it comes to South Park, you didn't miss much. Oh, really? I never really liked cartoon stuff after I got like a little older. The only ones I like Beavis and Butthead, and I like some of the DC ones, like Flashpoint Paradox. Oh, picked off! Wow, they just picked off Mahomes. They're done, dude. They're done. Chiefs are done. It just goes to show you the Cowboys thought that they really did something. They stunk. Do you think Andy will get fired within a couple of years or retire? He might retire soon. Devontae Jones, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Kung Fu Hustle, I remember Pimp My Ride. Yeah. Oh, that's close. That's a catch. That's a catch. Catch. That's catch. Okay, for you remember live action. Vaguely, I remember something about it, but I don't remember it. But I remember something about it. The $6 Million Man, we must rebuild him. I remember that. The Flying Nun, I don't remember. Hey, Trav, about the right? Family Guy is. I just never watched it. I never watched that, The Simpsons. Just never did. Yeah, never watched it. Dallas 505, thank you for super chat. Why did you switch your Cowboys account to Eagles? I don't know. I don't have a Cowboys account. Yeah. Nanu. Remember that? And Mork would always, he would sit upside down. Beavis and Butthead over South Park any day. Yeah, I watched Beavis and Butthead. That was funny. Dallas, 505, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Stroud looks, throws, caught, and they're already at midfield. Is your favorite movie still The Notebook? No, I never even heard of it. But keep giving me more. Bill says, told you from the beginning of the season at 500 Rams and Eagles, remember? I'm the one who said it. I remember. I didn't remember it was you, but I do remember people saying it. Ren and Stimpy, I never watched it. Yeah. Grew up in the 60s. The original Mission Impossible series is incredible. Pluto has a channel dedicated to that series. Oh, do they really? I remember the original, like the reruns of it, but that's interesting. 3rd and 1, the quarterback sneak, they get it. Oh, I know he's trolling, but that's okay. Yeah, Third Rock from the Sun was hilarious. That show was hilarious. Faces or Death, I don't know what that is. Pink in the Brain, never heard of it. Beavis and Butthead Do America was funny. This reminded me somewhat of the Eagles Cowboys. Refs going to kill the Texans in the second half. You might be right. I think most people are going to PC. You can play old games. I played games called Escape from Target. Say looter shooter extraction game very hard. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's becoming more PC. I wonder where the future consoles kind of go. Yeah, I think the Chiefs were shot by the Eagles Super Bowl. Yeah, Silent Showdown. I don't. It's you know what? That name sounds familiar, but I don't remember. Dude, that one guy's work you. That Notebook is love sick and sad film. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm is great. You never heard of the Pinky in the Brain? Every episode he was trying. I don't remember. I mean, I might have heard it, but I don't remember. They blitz him and he throws it away. No, never watched Rugrats. Dallas 505, thank you for super chat. He goes, I used to think you were the evil Mark Holmes. Now you realize he was the evil one? Is that what it is? I remember the Gong Show, yeah. Moonlighting with Bruce Willis. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I remember the show. Consoles are basically PCs just with other PC parts. Yeah, I think the game. I think that all that stuff is going to go to PC. It's just not the same anymore. 3rd and 6 for Stroud. Looks, throws, incomplete. If I'm Houston, I'm going for this. I'm going for this right now. 4th down, right there where they're at, 43-yard line. You got them on the ropes. I'm going for it. They're going to punt it. See, if they lose, it's going to be because they punt it. What shows you watch? What era? I mean, where do I start? Like the 80s? Jeez. Too many to name. Oh, they pinned it back at the 2. Yeah, I remember 8-track tapes. I remember that. Goosebumps, I never watched. Taxi was a great show. I love Taxi. Hey, 500, Kansas City should have paid Price, skip Bryce Hall, Jets having good running game. Yeah, you're right. I remember Buck Rogers. Houston D they are balling. Yeah, Starsky and Hutch. I mean, I remember it. I didn't watch it religiously. I think that was 70s, right? Yeah, that was those were like reruns for me. Like all those 70s shows were pretty much reruns. I'm pretty sure. Because every day my grandfather used to come home from work, I used to go to their house and he'd watch Sanford Son, and I'd watch Sanford Son with him, and it was always reruns. I mean, I remember Johnny Bravo. I remember Daffy. I mean, I didn't watch those. Seinfeld? Yeah, I used to watch Seinfeld. Seinfeld used to come on every Thursday. Yeah, I used to watch that. Back in the day, Planet Apes scared the shit out of me. Me too. The Planet Apes, I don't know what it is about that show, but ever since I was little, I was like, they'd have their look like their ape outfits and stuff, and I would look at it and I was like, I don't know why I can't stop watching this. I couldn't stop watching it. I don't know why. Even if it comes on now, the original, I don't know why I can't stop watching it. I'm like, it looks stupid, kind of looks fake, but I can't stop watching it. I don't know why. Cheers is great. Planet Apes. Now, I will say this. Planet Apes, in my opinion, is one of the few where the future movies I like better. Like, I think some of the ones that they did when they did all the prequels, I think are pretty good. I remember Celebrity Deathmatch. MacGyver was awesome, yeah. Thunder, thunder, Thundercats Family Matters. Hell yeah. Head of the Class. I remember that. Have you watched any 76ers this year? A Laker fan, and they're playing each other, watching some lately? Yeah, I watched a little bit. I've watched a couple games so far. Jerry Springer was like, dude, if you were sick and Jerry Springer was on. Fred G. Sanford. Yes, sir. Yeah, how many Joels are here tonight? How many G.I. Joels? The Flying Nun. I don't remember the Flying Nun. Maury Show, yeah. You are not the father. Mahomes, look, where is Kelsey? Kelsey's quiet tonight. Dallas 505 David Super Chat. Is your favorite rapper still? You know what? I couldn't tell you one song. I seen the guy online with the tattoos on his face. I don't know who he is. I don't know what songs he does. I have no idea of any of it. Slapshot is hilarious. Yeah, Ripley's Believe It or Not was good. 227, I remember that. Flying Nun reruns was growing up fun. I don't remember it. I might have seen it. If I see it, I might recognize it. Mahomes looks, throws, incomplete. You big dummy. Lamont, you big dummy. Oh, and then when Fred goes, him and Esther go at it, dude. That's the best. That's the best. And then when the neighbor comes over with the goat, that show is awesome. I mean, you'd think they're gonna make this a game some way, right? I like the original Star Wars. I don't like anything else. You fish-eyed fool. I love it. That show, so great. Oh, Mahomes trying to stay alive. Comrade Coop, David Super Chat. He goes, TV and movies are nothing like they used to be. I know. You couldn't even, Sanford Son wouldn't even, like, Sanford and Son, All in the Family, The Jeffersons, What's Happening, In Living Color, Married with Children. Like, none of those shows would survive today. They couldn't survive today. I never watched Boy Meets World. I think that was like a little bit like after me. I watched Wonder Years. 35. Mahomes. He's getting proud. Mahomes, what are you doing? You're gonna get Mahomes stay live. They throw a flag. Where are you gonna throw a flag? Are the refs really gonna throw a flag? You can't throw a flag. Dallas 5 thank you, Super Chat. Can you do 6-7? I don't even know what that means. I keep hearing it. I don't know what it means. They're going to get... That's not a face mask. They're going to... Here you go, refs. Here they go. Three's Company, yep. I went to the Wax Museum in San Antonio back in the 80s, and they had the whole cast of Sanford Son. They look so real. Oh, really? That's great. Dude, what about, you guys ever watch, speaking of San Antonio, this is why I'm thinking of this. I watched this show, a movie the other day, because I have all these old movies, like if they're on screen and I see them, I think of them, I buy them. It was an old Disney show. I think it was Disney. It was called Cloak and Dagger. Nice catch. It was the kid from E.T. And these Russians are trying to get this Cloak and Dagger cartridge out, and his father don't believe him because he's a magic friend. You guys know what I'm talking about? That is a great show. I just watched it again. It was called Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, dude, that show. And then an old lady with the 3 fingers. Oh, dude, that show. Quantum Leap was awesome. I used to watch that. Fragile Rock. I didn't watch Fragile Rock, but I know what it is. Yeah, Last Boy Scout was good. That was good. Dallas 505 David Super Chat. Is Des Bryant still your favorite player? Me too. Yeah. Red Fox had another show called The Royal Family. Is that the one where he passed away while doing? I don't know what the 6-7 thing is. I keep hearing it, but I don't know what it means. E.T. was a great movie. Yeah, E.T. Phone Home. Hey, Fred, you can't box. You don't have a robe. Shut up, Grady, before I put round 5 in your mouth. That shit was awesome. The goat would come over. He would start going having a heart attack. That show was funny as shit. Legends of the Head. Is that like Kung Fu? Goonies is great, yeah. I am surprised they never redid Goonies. Red Fox was hilarious, dude. Yeah, Red Dawn. The original. One of the great movies of all time. I love it. Yeah, I remember Leave It to Beaver. That was like growing up when you're sick at home. Leave It to Beaver was on. Hey, you guys. Yep. Growing up on the X-Files. X-Files is fantastic, dude. I love the X-Files. The issue with modern day media, the whole family used to get together and watch shows at night, and now it's whenever you watch the stream. I agree. Yeah, now everybody sits and watches on the, I was sitting there. We were sitting there watching TV. I forget what I was watching. I'm watching on the big screen, and I look. My wife's on the computer. My 2 daughters are playing 2 different games on the thing, on their devices. It's crazy. It's crazy. Grady and Bubba. Yeah. Dude, that show was so funny. Devontae Jones, favorite super chat goes, never ending story of Purple Crystal childhood classic. Yeah, never ending story with. I really like that. Red Fox or Richard Pryor. That's really good. I'll go with Red Fox only because I know Red Fox from like before I knew Richard Pryor, but I love Richard Pryor too. Harlem Nights is a great movie. You always wanted a dog from Fraggle Rock. Hey Esther, put your face in dough. You make grilled cookies. That was awesome. They would say something like that. Now, like when you remember the lady, the white lady would always come over and she would say something, and she would go, "Well, I never," and he'd be like, "And you probably never will either." Oh man, that show was great. Yeah, Gremlins. I think Sanderson's like my favorite. I think it's like my favorite sitcom ever. I love that show. I just laugh and laugh and laugh. Tortyville, thank you for super chat. He goes, when I was a kid, me and my sister would have massive arguments on Monday night. She wanted to watch Little House on the Prairie. I wanted to watch Monday Night Football. Yeah, Little House on the Prairie. I remember football being on 9 o'clock at night on the East Coast. And my dad would make me go to bed. I used to, right before football comes, so I'd go to bed and I'd be in the room and I'd hear, and it would be like the intro, and I would always sneak out and I would always look down the stairs and I would lay up there watching football. And then every once in a while, if the Eagles were playing, he would come up and he would get me, let me stay up for it if it was the Eagles. And Toriyville, thank you for that super chat. San Francisco's my favorite too. Married Children was hilarious. It was Married with Children and then In Living Color. Either of those shows could make it today. Mahomes looks, throws. Oh, dropped. I never watched Family Guy, American Dad. I never watched any of those. Elizabeth, I'm coming home. Yeah. San Francisco was great. It was great. And Mr. Miyagi, for those who don't know, Mr. Miyagi used to be on that show. That's crazy. He was a young Mr. Miyagi. Carter's out for a year? No, he should be back in a couple weeks. Unless something else happened. In Living Color came at 8 p.m. and my show came on at 9. Oh, it was Living Color first. I can't remember. Yeah, that show. That show was so great. In Living Color cracks me up. 500, I used to do the same thing on Monday Night Football. Yeah. That's because I wasn't allowed to stay up, but I wanted to watch the games, you know? And every once in a while, I'd make noise. My dad go, "Who's that? Who's that?" And I'd have to run back in the bed. But I couldn't run. I'd have to, sneak. They got Mahomes again. Dude, they are kicking this team's ass. This defense is good. Now, I think Kansas City just looks like they just look done. They look like they're old and they're tired. Yeah, I watched them at TV. I liked it. 500, it's week 14. 2 months into football feels like week 2. It does. Jefferson's calling Wilson. Jefferson's was so funny. I love George Jefferson. George Jefferson, I forget his name, but he was, my grandfather knew him. They worked at the post office in Philly. Michael Goldberg, thank you for the super chat. He goes, news radio was so underrated. Yeah. News radio was good. Yeah, Kansas City looks, Jolo, they look done. He missed the kick. Wow. I've never watched Beastmaster. Yeah, Sherman Helmsley. My grandfather knew him. He worked at the Philly. They worked at the post office. Devontae Jones, they were super chat. He goes, what happens if you got caught? Old-fashioned ass whooping. Sadly, they consider that child abuse now. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, my dad called it Bach. And he'd be like, your choice, 6 months in the hospital or sure death. No, the belts came out, man. The belt came out. I took my BTAs, believe me. I took them. I think the Chiefs are done. Yeah. Hey, 10 Commandments. I like that movie. WKRP in Cincinnati. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, white reruns from What's Happening. That's right. Uh-oh, I missed it. What did you say my favorite thing was now? Let's see. Dallas 505, thank you for super chat. He says, it's ironic my favorite YouTuber is an Eagle fan. Ain't that crazy? I appreciate that. If it's me, I appreciate it. Thank you. Charles. I remember when Charles Charge was out. I didn't watch it, though. 18 was my job. I love 18. The 10 Commandments, Ben-Hur. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, SCTV and yes. Yeah, that was really good stuff. Chiefs may be over, the Patriots are back. We need to recompose ourselves, and the Giants got to return to form. We only once capable of destroying that ship again. True. Yeah, the Patriots may be back. Yeah, the AFC has transformed a lot. Yeah, I appreciate that. 18 was great. I love Mr. T. I love the fact that Mr. T hated to fly and they would have to knock him out to get him on a plane. I thought that was so great. My grandmother hit a yard. Yeah. The White Shadow. I remember. SCTV was crazy. Remember the Bad News Bears, the original Bad News Bears movie? I like those too. Airwolf was great. Hogan's Heroes, I remember that. Lamont, what he's doing here? We don't want. Aren't you afraid we'll get back? Achu to yeah, he would call him Achu, and he would say Gesundheit. Remember, because the guy's name was a Chew, and he would say his name, and Fred would say Gesundheit. Yeah, that was that show. That show was hilarious. Never-ending Story was good. Yeah. Airwolf was awesome. Yeah, I just watched all the Airwolf like about a year ago. I watched the entire series. Yeah, that's what that was. Whatchamacallit. Wasn't that Dukes of Hazzard, right? Spaceballs, yeah, made sure. Hey, they're coming out with another Spaceballs. Stroud Lopes throws incomplete. Dallas 505, thank you for super chat. Remember in middle school when I swirl it? I don't remember that. Just saw your t-shirt, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It is, yeah. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and it's also not a Christmas movie. I think Die Hard's the few Christmas movies you can watch year-round. John Candy says that he died young. He was great. He was. I'll tell you a very underrated role that I thought he was really good in. John Candy. It was like off of what he normally does. It was JFK, the movie JFK. He had a part of a lawyer. He was really good in it. Planes, Trains, Automobiles was good. Yep. Scrooged. Yep. I remember Home Improvement. I didn't watch it regularly. Do you watch any movies on Christmas Day? Oh, the throw. Stroud made a great throw. Yeah, I watch A Christmas Story. I like Christmas Story on Christmas Eve. Naked Gun was hilarious. Although I watched the new one and I didn't care for it. I put the new one on, with Liam Neeson, and then I put the original on. I would play Liam Neeson one, I hardly laugh. I put the original one, I'd crack up. I'm just old, Christmas Vacation is fantastic. Yeah, Wonder Years, I used to watch that. Yeah, Christmas Story, Home Alone. I only watch Christmas Story on Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. It goes on that loop. Yeah, original Naked Gun was great. Yeah, Uncle Buck. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Why does that sound familiar? But I can't think of it. Coming to America, great show, great movie. I didn't watch the remake though. I remember Bonanza. Yeah, I remember Bonanza. But that was old. I mean, that was like old stuff for me. 1st and 15, Stroud looks sacked. Dallas 5, thank you. Super chat. Is your favorite artist still Kanye West? No. Full Metal Jacket's great. This is my weapon. This is my gun. This is for killing. This is for fun. Yes. Chevy Chaser. How about Spies Like Us? That was great. In 2027, they're doing a theatrical release of Star Wars, the 77 one. They better have the effing... Really? They're re-releasing it in the theater. That's interesting. Yeah, I feel the same way. Sam Kinison, yeah. How about when Sam Kinison was on Married with Children? I didn't watch Schoolhouse Rock. I know what it was, though. The Dude, yeah. The Big Lebowski, that was great. Lethal Weapon, yep. Time to Kill. Time to Kill. You gotta remind me who's in it. It sounds familiar. I remember House Party. Me and my friends snuck into that. We tried to go to the movie to see it, but we were under 17 and they questioned us. So we had to buy tickets for another movie, and then we snuck in to watch House Party. Time to Kill sounds familiar. Yeah, Leslie Nielsen was iconic. I loved him. Everything, Airplane. Yeah, he was great. And Austin Powers, remember that? Time to Kill sounds very familiar. Favorite Steve Martin. Man, there's a couple. The Jerk, I like The Jerk a lot. And then My Blue Heaven. I like that. Goonies was my joint. Yeah, Goonies was great. Yes, Spies Like Us, Three Amigos, yeah. But I would say probably the Jerk and then My Blue Heaven. I thought those were probably my favorite. Dallas 505. Thank you for the super ticket. Is your favorite movie still Brokeback Mountain? No, it's not. But Mark, you might want to ask, because I think you got Brokeback Mountain done Thursday after that loss to the Lions. Yeah, Animal House. Yeah, You Are Not Alone. It sounds familiar. I love the movie Bloodsport. That's Van Damme, right? I like Lionheart. I think that was my favorite, and I like the Time Cop one he did. Martin Short is God. What I got to think of some Martin Short movies. Trading Places, great movie. Yeah, I just watched that. Because I always think of that as a Thanksgiving movie. So did you catch Cunningham? Yeah, I did. I caught Cunningham's whole career. Love him. Steve Martin and Little Shops of Horrors. I never saw Porky's. Was never allowed. Bloodsport was badass. Yeah. I remember as I was a kid, me and my friend convinced my friend's mom to buy us. Oh, really? Wow. Kickboxer was good. Universal Soldier, yeah, that was good. I think Lionheart was my favorite Van Damme one. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, great. I've never seen it. No, wasn't allowed to. Inner Space with Martin Short, right? Yeah, that was good. The Wrath with Young Charlie. I don't remember The Wrath. That was a line from. Oh, which one? The Conjunction one? Yeah, I like My Blue Heaven. The Steven Seagal's running like a. How come Steven Seagal never gets hurt in his movies? Universal Soldier. The first one I saw. I didn't see any of the other ones. I got Scar and Lionheart opening scenes. Oh, okay, yeah. Time to Kill Sam. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen that. Yes. Kung Pao Enter the Fist, yes. Christmas Philly Trading Places, Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee. Yeah. Yeah, that was a Christmas movie and Thanksgiving, because it takes place, it starts at Thanksgiving and it goes through Christmas, right? Yeah. Three Men and a Baby. I don't think I watched that, but I know what it was. I remember Inner Space. Ghostbusters, yeah, of course. Yeah, Trading Places was in Philly. Desperado, I remember that. Naked Gun reboot, oddly enough, came together potentially because of Ted 2. Really? Interesting. Mark had AC, a copy of Brokeback Mountain in the background. Doors. Crazy. Mischief. I think I saw it too in the theater. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I wasn't allowed to watch that. I didn't even try. Demolition Man, great movie. Gremlins is good, yeah. Pumpkinhead sounds very familiar. Why can't I pinpoint that? Beverly Cops, Super Troopers was good. I remember Mystery Science Theater. The Three Amigos and Tommy Boy, yeah, they were good. Yeah, Time to Kill, I do remember. I heard things go really hurt people. Oh, really? 3 Days of the Condor, yeah. New Year's. I don't remember that. Money Pit, I remember. Running Man. Didn't they just remake that? Days of Thunder. Yeah. 7. What's in the box? Yep. 3 Days of the Condors also, yeah. Little Shop of Horrors, I remember that. That's Rick Moranis, yeah. Action Jackson, I remember that. Blues Brother, yeah. Money Train. Pulp Fiction was good. I like Tarantino. I think probably my favorite. Well, you know what? The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I really like. But I would say Reservoir Dogs was probably my favorite one of his. Oh, They Live is classic. Invincible. Passenger 57. I don't remember that one. Is that with Harrison Ford? Or is that with Wesley Snipes? No, RoboCop. I went to RoboCop with my friends, and we were in there, settled down. My dad comes walking in the theater, call my name. All these people are looking. I'm like, damn. He's like, you can't watch this movie. It's rated R. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? I don't want to leave my friends. He's like, why don't you guys go watch another movie? Go watch, damn it, Ghost Dad. Yeah, go watch Ghost Dad. He's like, tell your friends, you guys go watch Ghost Dad. And then he leaves. And I went and watched Ghost Dad in the theater. My friends watched RoboCop. They're like, we ain't going to watch that. And I was like a good kid. And I went and listened. I went and watched Ghost Dad. I hate that movie. I didn't watch RoboCop till years later. It's a true story. I had to go watch Ghost Dad. My dad come flying in the theater before the movie starts. He was watching TV and the trailer came on. It said rated R, and he said, "Oh hell no!" And he got up and he went to the theater, and he wouldn't let me watch it. I swear. He just comes walking down the aisle. I'm like, oh my God! I hear a voice. I think it's my dad. I look and they're like, dude, your dad's here. And it's true story. Growing up, true story. I get it now as I'm older, but at the time, boy, I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off. I was so embarrassed and pissed off. And I went and I sat in an empty theater and watched Ghost Dad. Yeah, I remember New Jack City. But that was so embarrassing, man. But hey, I get it now that I'm older. Yeah, Mr. Mom, I remember that. Die Hard Bruce Willis, yeah. Oh God, I had to be like 14 or 15 years old, something like that. I mean, we were young. It was like, we were young. But, back in those days, you could go to the movies with your friends and stuff. But he didn't know it was R. And he saw a thing and he came flying up to the theater. I had to be like 14, I'm guessing. What year did it come out? Every year it came out. No, Gary, I never watched it. No, I never have. Ghost Dad, Bill Cosby was putting people to sleep on different. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I was 15 years old. And he comes flying in there. You can't watch this. Why don't you and your friends go watch Ghost Dad? It's getting ready to start. You go watch that. Yeah, that was it. Random, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, I forgot that RoboCop was related to Ghost Dad's story. Left my hands off. Yeah, that's like psychological. I remember that. Terminator was great. Yeah. But I mean, like being older now, I get it. You got to protect your kids. I do that shit to my kids too. Robot Cop at 15 isn't as bad as you asked me, but hey, I got Bill Cosby in my chat now. Surviving the Game Ice-T. Yeah, that was good. I mean, that was based off of that old like short story we read in school, but yeah, I remember that. I would have stayed and put the Soul Robot Cop. Yeah, I mean, I could have. But nah, I didn't because like I trust you. And he trusted me, and I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't. He's trusting me. And I went and I sat in the damn theater, watched Ghost Dad, and my friends waited for me to come out, and they were like, dude, it was the greatest movie ever. Oh man, that was brutal. I got Bill Cosby in my chat now. The original Star Wars movie is great, yes. Yeah, I haven't watched Yellowstone. My brother took me to The Man Who Fell on the Earth. It was like 9 or 10. First was Did your dad let you watch Bloodsport? I don't remember. I mean, I watched it, but I think I was like, I think I was like 18 by then. In a cool Took Daver Super Chat, ever try to watch Scrambling Channel on X? No. I don't even think I had those. I don't even think they had the scrambling ones. I had the cable boxes. Those only worked if you were like directly like into the cable wire from the TV, right? I had the boxes all hooked up. Sleepers was a good movie, yeah. The Outsiders. Yeah, that's a great movie. I went and saw The House this summer. The House, they redid The House. It's like some museum site in Oklahoma. We were driving home. We went by there, and you go in the house and stuff. It was cool. Maximum Overdrive sounds familiar. Donnie Darko, yep. Scanners, yep. They're all good. Showgirls. I've never seen that show. I don't even know who's in it. Philly, did you watch any Rocky movie? Did you watch any of the Rocky movies in theaters? Rocky 3 I saw in the theater. Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5, all in the theater. 1 and 2 I don't think I saw in the theater. I might have been young, but I don't remember it. Used to walk to the Ben Theater in Woodland. The Benson Theater was... When I was younger, like, I remember, like, they had drive-ins, but it was, like, at the end of the cycle of, like, drive-ins. Like, there weren't that many left when I was real young. I remember seeing, I think it was either Star Wars or Empire Strikes Back in a drive-in. But then they were, like, all gone. And it was, like, very young. Boys in the Hood, yeah. I saw Rocky in the theaters. Police Academy, I remember that. Yeah, Mothman Prophecies. I went to see the bridge collapse of the movie in Memorial Day at town where... Oh, really? Yeah, I remember that movie. That movie's freaky. I wanted to see RoboCop, but my mom took me to see Hollywood Shuffle. I was so glad she did. Oh, man. Yeah, at least she took you there. I had to go watch Ghost Dad. Oh, you do? Really? That's interesting. Yeah, Naked Gun, yeah, they were funny. The first one was hysterical. Showtime and Cinemax used to show soft... Oh, yeah, they did. No, there's no doubt. No doubt about it. Oh, Chris Jones gets in the backfield. See if the Chiefs can make a run now. The show was funny. I'm like Ghost Dad. Ghost Dad was the greatest movie of all time. What are you talking about? I'm back. You give me flashbacks. So I went to watch some Schoolhouse Rock. Oh, that's cool. I remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Remember The Last Action Hero? I love that show. Showtime was at the Apollo, yeah. Sixth Day was freaky. Remember Monster Squad? It sounds familiar. The Burbs with Tom Hanks. The Pizza Dude's coming. Yeah, I remember that. Howard the Duck, yep. Pink Panther, I remember that. Wolfman got Nar. I don't know what that is. I don't. No, I don't. What is it? Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks. I never seen that. Stroud back to pass. Looking. Pumps, throws, overthrew a guy wide open. I remember the Body Snatchers. Departed's a great movie, yeah. Weird Science, yeah. Oh man, dude, that was so embarrassing, dude. You don't know how that sucked, man. Meteor Man, I vaguely remember that. Just finished Penguin, did you? I liked the Penguin. I didn't like the Batman movie that much, but I liked the Penguin TV series. I thought that was way more interesting. There's a fair catch at the 44. Sean, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. Since you're doing 2 games, here's another cash app. Oh, man, I appreciate that, Sean. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Yeah, St. Elmo's Fire. I remember that. And Sean Mims, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate you. When I was younger, my girlfriend had a place. Her dad was sick to live there. He would bang for hours and pass out, and he would be home later. Skin Max would come on, and he thought it was, oh, jeez. Yeah, Skin Max, you could never be safe. Mahomes throws deep. Man, wide open at the 20. Brown. Yeah, I remember Mr. Rogers. Yeah. I went to see Solo in the theaters, walked into the wrong screen, and watched Deadpool 2. You were better off watching Deadpool 2 than that Solo movie. My parents didn't want me watching Three's Company because they thought it was raunchy. They had no idea when does he poor get that. Oh God, yeah, it was kind of raunchy, like for a TV show back then. Yeah, 16 Candles is a good movie. Yeah, Fifth Element, I remember. He had a lot of good things back then. Fight Club was great. Yeah. Film movie I saw in theater first. Oh, Bad News Bears. I love the Bad News Bears. The original Bad News Bears was great. Splash, I remember that. Happy Days was like, yeah, I watched it all the time. There's a hand off the hunt. I have my TV mounted here in my loft, and yeah, I have every TV mounted except for downstairs. I have to have somebody come out for that one because I have to have them rewire some stuff. But I do gotta put that on the wall. The TV I got downstairs comes with a frame. It's like a picture frame mount, but I need them to rewire some stuff first. So I have to get somebody to come do that. And he's gonna get a first down. Greg, thank you for the super chat. This is like damn nostalgic therapy session. I know, right? Yeah, I remember The Last Starfighter. Critters sounds familiar. When I was in elementary school, we would always talk about Happy Days episodes like it was a major life event when it first out. Yeah, I mean, I think it was in reruns when I can't remember if it was reruns or not when I was younger. But I know I used to watch it all the time, and everybody wanted to be the Fonz. Once Upon a Time in America is one of the best films ever made. James Woods out acts near. Yeah, that's a great movie. Really feel you talk about effing movies, people sound like a bunch of old women. Oh, Tony. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. All the new movies are here for you. There's Mahomes looking, throws incomplete. Boys in the Hood. Yeah, I like that movie. Parenthood. Is that with Steve Martin? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I don't remember that one. Austin Powers, I remember. I don't remember what that was. We go home on our bicycles, watch the Gong Show, and then come back and discuss it. And that's cool. That's hilarious. Mahomes trying to escape, can't do it. We used to discuss In Living Color. That's what I remember. I remember Mr. Mom, yeah. Major Payne, yeah. Howard the Duck. I didn't watch Howard the Duck, but I know what it was. Kentucky Fried Movie. I never heard of that one. Remember when the FBI had the movies had they all had the FBI warnings. Yeah, you're not allowed to reproduce this movie or whatever. Yeah. I remember that. 4th and 1. Oh, Hunt got it. Touchdown. Chiefs score. Ooh, they're fighting back. Hey, Phil, what do you think of Die Hard sequels and Lethal Weapon? Here, I love the original Die Hard. I don't hate Die Hard 2 as much as a lot of other people do. I don't hate Die Hard 2. Die Hard, the third one with Samuel Jackson, is really, really good. So I would go 1, 3 would be my 2. And I thought even the one with the cyber stuff, I thought that one was good. The one in Russia I didn't watch. So I would go 1, 3. I'd go 1, 3, 4, 2 would be my order. But I don't think that I rewatched the second one not too long ago, the one where he's at the airport. I'm like, ain't that bad. Wise guy, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, I'll be working tomorrow night. Give our birds hell tomorrow night for me, but you got it. Hell yeah, man. We got you. Don't worry. Strange Brew. I remember that. Yeah. Johnny Dangerous. I don't remember. I remember Mad Max. Get Shorty. Yeah, Get Shorty's good. Die Hard with Vengeance is good, yeah. Have you ever seen Kingpin? Yeah, Kingpin's hilarious. Shooter with, I just watched that not too long ago for the first time. It was good. It was pretty good. Favorite skit on Living Color, Homie the Clown, and Men on Film. Handicap Man. That was good. And 3 Champs and a Baby. Remember that? That was good. And then the one where he played the bum with the jar. I love that. Oh, and then what was the other one? Oh, I can't remember. There were so many. Yeah, I remember Born in East LA. Bronx Tale, yeah. Great. Philly D1971, thank you for Super Chat. Your favorite John Hughes movie? I Have Breakfast Club. Maybe Plane, Trains, and Automobile? I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I need to see the whole list of everything that was exactly his. Fireman Bill was good. Homie the Clown was hilarious. I don't remember Frenchie. Frenchie from Living Color. Fireman Bill was good. Dutch, yeah. I just watched another one. I don't know if you guys remember a old Stallone movie called Over the Top, where he's an arm wrestler. Did you see that? Yeah, she was a dancer. Yeah, Handyman. Oh, man. That show was insane, dude. That show was so good. What about when they did the Oprah episode, where they used to make fun of Oprah, and she'd be, it'd be all man bashing, and she's like yelling at men, and she's eating, and she gets real big and pops. Do you remember that that skit? Good old Stallone with Paradise Alley and Death Race. Shrimp on a Barbie, yep. The Oprah skits were hilarious. They were. Yeah, Over the Top was cool. I loved when she pops and she starts floating away. Yeah, Stallone was driving the big truck. Yeah, huge eagle on it. That's right. Johnny Dangerously. I think it sounds familiar. Favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. The original Christmas Story. In terms of pure Christmas show. It would be A Christmas Story followed by probably National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Oh, I gotta fix the scoreboard. All right, Texas, what you got? See if the Houston could go down and score. Cobra was good, yeah. Christmas Vacation is the greatest Christmas movie ever. It's a great show. Great movie. You'll never hear me argue. I won't ever argue that. Weird Science was good, yep. I saw Christmas Story in the theater when it came out. I'm old, yeah. See, I'll only watch Christmas Story, though. I will only watch it on Christmas Eve. I will not watch it any other time. If it's on like tonight, I would shut it. I wouldn't watch it. Only on Christmas Eve. When my days wind out Christmas Eve, when you settle in, I like to get a big glass of eggnog, sit down, I watch Christmas Story, and I chill out. And that starts off my Christmas Eve. That's how I started off. I love it. When it goes to 24 hours, it's the only time I watch it. I will not watch it Christmas. I will not watch it any other day, except for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Deflected. Polar Express is good. It's good in 3D. When on the 3D TVs, it was great. Christmas Story played 24 hours Christmas Eve. Yeah, that's the only time I watch it. Do not watch it any other time. When it first comes on, I watch it, and then I do whatever. And then I'll watch it periodically during the night. I've never been a fan of Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, and Wonderful Life are my favorite Christmas movie. Wonderful Life is good, yeah. You Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid, yeah. Fred Claus is good, yeah. No, I like Home Alone. I watch Home Alone, but I'll watch Home Alone like all through the Christmas season. Christmas Story is the only one that I'll only watch on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It's not the only Christmas movie I watch on those days, but the only day I'll watch Christmas Story has to be Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. It's always how I start my Christmas Eve. That's what I start. I start watching Christmas Story and I drink eggnog. And that's it. Then my Christmas Eve is started. Watch it one time through, do whatever, and that's it. That's how I start. Tango and Cash was good, yeah. Flag. It's gonna be on the Chiefs. Worthy's still running. He's gonna end up fumbling it. Yeah, prayers for Zach Ertz, exactly. Funny Farm is good. Die Hard is good. See, I consider Die Hard, not Tony Plaza, baby. I consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, but I also think it's a not Christmas movie. It's the only Christmas movie that I'll watch when it's not Christmas time. My favorite is White Christmas, but I love Christmas with Reese Witherspoon and Vince. Oh, Four Christmases, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Cobra Part 2 would have come out in 88. Stallone and Bridget Nelson were going through and then. Oh, really? I didn't know that they were going to do a second one. Gremlins is good, yeah. Christmas Story is how when we get, like Christmas Eve, like 4 o'clock when TNT or TV, when they put it on, 500 goes and he gets his big glass of eggnog, shuts his phone off, does whatever, and he sits down, he watches Christmas Story and eggnog. And that's the way I start every Christmas Eve. Yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas is good. Yeah, Gremlins is classic. Yeah, Nakatomi Plaza Christmas Story, Christmas 1988. Never forget. Hey, you know who's in Die Hard? You know who's in it? Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is Argyle. He is Argyle. I swear, Devontae Smith is Argyle from Die Hard. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Die Hard. Go watch Argyle. It's one of the characters in it. It's Devontae Smith. Christmas song decked out. My favorite Christmas song is Nat King Cole, a Christmas song. That's my favorite one. Devontae Smith is Argyle. He is Argyle. There's no doubt. The chauffeur. He's the chauffeur. He's Argyle in Die Hard. There's no doubt about it. That's Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith he's a time traveler. He is Argyle. Young Guns is good, yeah. He looks like him and he sounds just like him. I'm telling you, go type in YouTube. Go if you haven't watched it, go type in Argyle. It's Devontae Smith. He's Argyle. My favorite Christmas song is the Nat King Cole Christmas. Was it Christmas song? Isn't that the name of it? Yeah, Die Hard. Oh, Jingle. Yeah, that's pretty good. Mike, thank you for the super chat, my man. He goes, watch Violent Night. It's a Home Alone meets. Yeah, I actually haven't watched it. It's a Violent Night. One of them I haven't. I just watched one, and I watched another one. Yeah. Batman Returns. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Whatever the name of that song, that's my favorite. But it's got to be Nat King Cole version. That's my favorite Christmas song. And it's not even close. That's my favorite. Yeah, They Live is great. And Mementos, Christmas are great now. TLs, if you like from Christmas song. Santa Claus. That's the Christmas song. That's my favorite Nat King Cole version. It's got to be Nat King Cole version. So to me, it's the greatest Christmas song there is. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Argyle is Die Hard. Die Hard Argyle is Devontae Smith. I'm convinced he went back in time. He's a time traveler. Yeah, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Good song, yeah. I heard Christmas is Brandon Lee rocking around the Christmas. Oh, okay, yeah. Charlie Brown Christmas. Yeah, they're all good. I mean, I like them all. This time of year, I'm not going to lie. I'm one of those guys that get in the car and I put on I got the Christmas, whatever the radio station that plays 24 hours Christmas songs. I got it on. That's me. Game is so boring, I fall asleep. Just got the scores like watching that. Yeah, it is boring. After the game we had earlier today, it's like, yeah. And it doesn't affect the Eagles. 500. I think Hans Gruber could have further into the playoffs compared to that. You're right. Home Alone's a great movie. Yep. If he's a time traveler, maybe he could go back in time, tell the cigarette to pass it. You're right. All I Want for Christmas. Yep. I'm gonna watch Killer Clowns when Joey watches Something About Mary. Argyle. My man's Argyle. That cracks me up. G.I. Joe. Oh, I'll go Transformers. Transformers over G.I. Joe. But on this channel, we have G.I. Joes. G.I. Joes. Mahomes going deep. Oh, pulling it back. Now he throws over the middle. Worthy gets tackled up at the 42. 37, actually. Jingle Bell Rock, I know that. I haven't seen Terrifier, no. Argyle Smith, I'm telling you, put on Die Hard. Good. If you haven't watched Die Hard, just go type in Argyle from Die Hard. It's Devontae Smith. Jingle all the way. I'm convinced that's Devontae. Cats are good. Cats are good. Mama's sitting there asleep. They're good. Are you seriously watching Die Hard again? What are you talking about again? Oh, I could watch Die Hard all day, all night. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Argyle and Devontae Smith are the same person. They look alike. Spot on, Philly. It is Devontae Smith. He is. Texans selling this game. We'll see. They talk. They sound alike. They look alike. I'm like, dude, that's Devontae Smith or somebody. Like it's like his uncle or something. Greg, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, but and that kid called the Magic of Christmas album #1. Oh yeah, I could see that. You're watching the Dukes of Hazzard. That's hilarious. Hot Wheel toys? Nah, I never dealt with Hot Wheels. Chiefs and Texans are both trash. The only Hot Wheels stuff I used to get is when you used to get the Christmas. They used to have the old racetracks. And you would put them in the thing, and then you put the car on there, and you push the button, and they would just go around in circles. Mike Shreds, thank you for the super chat. He goes, what's your PC setup, Philly? By the way, Killer Clowns asks, PC, I got a MacBook Pro. That's it. I do all my editing on it. That's all I have. And then everything else is like, yeah, that's all. I don't play PC games at all. Yeah, we all have a doppelganger. I agree. Mine's Denzel Washington. Roger says Bad Santa. Yeah, Bad Santa's great. A Scooby Gold Train. Yeah, that dude was nuts. Your doppelganger is Christina Ricci. Well, I have the Oculus, the newest Oculus one. I have the PlayStation 2, but I haven't, the VR 2, I haven't played it yet. But I think I could get into VR games. I actually do. Pluribus, yeah, I'm watching Pluribus. I like it. Well, I think I like it. I don't know. The first episode was fantastic. The last few have gotten much better. So I guess I like it. Yeah, I remember those Hess truck toys. Yeah. Snakes on a Plane. I refuse to watch it. I will not watch that. That's like my two biggest fears. I will not watch it. U.S. Marshals, yeah. I remember that movie. Yo, Philly, speak on Die Hard. Sad to see. Yeah, I heard that he was sick or something. Yeah, that's horrible. Elf is hilarious. Agreed. I never watched Boardwalk Empire. Quest 3 is also, I use it for movies and porn. Okay. I don't even, what is Quest 3? Oh, the VR. Oh, the VR. Yeah. I was thinking of your game. Oh, okay. Chiefs gonna win, of course, right? We'll see. I have it on Tubi in the background. The Hunted. The Hunted. Who's in The Hunted? Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color? Oh, yeah, Buddy the Elf. Yeah, Elf is good. Tyco racetracks. Yeah, remember those? Where you'd push the button and they would just go around? I used to love those. I don't know. I'm not even paying attention to the damn thing. National Lampoon's great. Yep. I once met my wife's double at Franklin Mills. My wife got passed because I kept. Oh God, she got pissed. Yeah, that's crazy. That VR headset that portal, you can walk through a portal and be at the ocean. It's like you were there at like $4,000. Have you guys done the Apple VR? I know Apple has one now, right? I'm not spending $3,000 on. I've never seen Westwood. I collected UGIO card. What is that? Watch Santa with muscles. It's got Hulk Hogan as Santa. It's just bad as color. Okay, I never heard of it. That's funny. Man, the Chiefs defense is woken up, but the offense, I don't know. The Nerf guns have really improved. Crazy, they got yeah. That's what I saw. Apple VR is not $3,500. What the hell are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with $3,500? Must send the message. What are you talking about, Greg? New Predator movie's pretty good. Is that the Predator Badlands one? I like the original Predator. You just bought Santa. That's funny. There's Stroud. Looks, throws. Oh, what a catch! You know, there's a park outside to go play football instead of VR. Yeah, that's true. I don't know who's playing. I don't know what we're talking. Oh, he dropped it. Are you going to see the new Avatar movie there? I haven't even seen the second Avatar. The first one was good only because of 3D. I didn't care for it. I thought the 3D was more like amazing, and that's what I liked about it. But I don't think I'm going to see the other two. I have no interest. Have you seen AI robots called Optimum made by Tesla? Pretty crazy. What is it? Like a talking machine? Oh, you're talking about the robot stuff, right? Like the mate, like yeah, that's kind of getting weird now. That's getting like not the Jeffersons, the Jetsons. Yeah, are you gonna get yourself one of those robot maids? I might have to get one for my wife. The horrible movie attack on Killer Tomatoes is they gave us the website Rotten Tomatoes. The second Avatar could be seen on Disney Plus. Yeah, I have no interest in it. I don't know. The story in the first one was, I was like, The 3D was great. 3D was great. But I don't know. The storyline was like, eh. A robot Red Fox would be cool. Well, isn't that what they are? Like, isn't that what they're coming out with now on Tesla with the robots? I bet your house? No. The idea for your channel, walk around your community pretending to be a caroler while being Santa, that would be funny. That would be funny. No, I haven't seen the new Tron. They are Android potential mates for people. The world's going. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane, dude. Like, put down the computer. Go talk to a girl, somebody. John says, The Big Lebowski is the best movie about bowling ever made. Yeah, Big Lebowski is good. And also, Kingpin was pretty good, too, right? With bowling. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Forget that. See, I feel bad for people that have to go through all that crap. Forget that kind of stuff. Neutron is garbage. The Big Lebowski underwhelmed me. You didn't like that show? I thought it was funny. Kingpin Dreamer? Kingpin was funny. Mark said he watches Cat and the Hat, the movie, and flushed away every Christmas Eve. Really? Interesting. Apple TV's here, Mankind, Ted Lasso, and Foundation. Oh, I heard Ted Lasso was good. I haven't watched it. I'll have to check the other ones, too. In fact, the dude Jeff Lebowski never bowls in the movie. Really? Huh. That's interesting. Kingpin was good, yeah. Do I see Caleb Williams as being a new face? No, I don't. No, I mean not now. Right now you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Josh Allen. You know, I think you got other guys in front of him. We'll see if Mahomes can do anything here. Mahomes going deep. He's got a man open. Oh, caught and dropped. Nice breakaway, number 4. That was great breakup. Why is guys ever super chat? Why is Wizard of Oz a holiday movie? Is it? Is it considered? I guess they play it. They always play it like Thanksgiving, right? Godfather too. They used to play that every Thanksgiving. But I don't know. I didn't know that Wizard of Oz was considered. Why do you say that? Out of curiosity, is it because they play it like after the Christmas Story? There's a quick screen to Rice. Rice go break some tackles. Never watched Wizard of Oz? Wasn't play. I'm trying to think why I said it was a holiday. They used to play Wizard of Oz Thanksgiving night and Willy Wonka on. Yeah, I remember them playing Thanksgiving on Wizard of Oz on Thanksgiving, and they also would play Godfather on Thanksgiving too. What's Dark Side of the Moon? That's not Transformers, right? Mahomes running to the 25. Wizard of Oz once a year going back to the 70s. Yeah, I don't remember. Mahomes had a big run there. Oh, the album. No, okay. I was thinking of the Transformers Dark Side of the Moon. No, they don't call it Dark Side of the Moon. They call it Dark of the Moon. That's so weird that they would call it that. Makes no sense. Was the only show during holiday season when I was a kid? Well, I remember Thanksgiving, but what's my favorite? It's so hard to say. Probably Godfather Part 2, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Those would be up there, but it's so hard to know. Mahomes looks going to run out of bounds. My son's now 12, so I get to show him Die Hard, a Christmas movie this year. Oh, that is very cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, Apocalypse Now is great. Yeah. Brooks, favorite super chat, Lord of the Rings. Yep, classic. I like that. Mahomes. Oh. Hunt's got to catch that. Yeah, Stand By Me's great. I remember when we lost to Oakland Raiders in the Super Bowl. Jaws didn't play well. Yeah, see, that was a little bit before my time. Dark of the Moon is a side of the moon we don't know about. I know, but why is it called Dark of the Moon instead of the dark side of the moon? I think that's weird. Dark of the Moon. Dark side of the moon. I like The Hobbit more than... Oh, do you? Yeah. I could see some people like that. Yeah, Full Metal Jacket's great. I like Full Metal Jacket. Television had a few once-a-year movies. It's our version of DVD with a really long rewatch schedule. Central Demolition Man. Was that her first movie? Do I think Petula's... No, I don't. Tombstone's one of the greats. I love Tombstone. Next week, Cowboys, Vikings. Vikings are going to win that game. Tombstone's classic. Yeah, it is. Games in New York, yeah. I like Tombstone better than Wire. My top 5 running backs in order of all time? Oh, man, you put me on the spot. My opinion? See, I haven't seen Jim Brown play. I can't make a judgment. I haven't seen Jim Brown. But I would go Barry Sanders 1, Walter Payton 2, Eric Dickerson 3. Now, ordinary, I have Jim Brown 2. But I'm leaving him out because I didn't see him play. So I would go Barry 1, Payton 2, Eric Dickerson 3, Marshall Falk 4, and Adrian Peterson 5. It'd be something like that if I had to base it on who I've seen. And that's just off the top of my head. I might be forgetting guys, but without trying to think too much about it. Mad Tight David Super Chat. Team America, World Police, America F ya. Team America. I don't think I've seen that, Mad Titan. Unforgiven, great. Yep, that's my... Tombstone and Unforgiven are my favorite 2 Westerns. I would put Jim Brown normally under... I would put him 2, but I didn't see Jim Brown play, so I was just trying to include guys that I watched. Brooks, favorite Super Chat. No Country for Old Men, great movie. I was thinking of watching that again, actually. Yeah, I never got to see Earl Campbell. I don't have Emmett in my top 5. No. I don't have Emmitt Smith in my top 5. I had to play 40 years. I'll put that offensive line as maybe the greatest offensive line ever, but I'm not putting Emmitt Smith in top 5. All those backs I would rather have over him. I'm not saying he's not top 10. He is a Hall of Famer. He's good. But I like all the backs I chose, I like better. I'm just being honest. Jim Brown was great. I didn't see him play, though. I was trying to include only the guys I played. If I had to do a list including old running backs that I never saw play, yeah, Jim Brown's number 2. And my dad would argue that he's number 1, but I never saw him play. Originally, it was supposed to be called Dark Side of the Moon. I think they changed it because it was named. Okay. Okay, so it was supposed to be that. Yeah, because I never understood that. Yeah. Barry would be 1. Out of the guys I seen play, I didn't see Jim Brown play. If I'm including guys I didn't see play, Jim Brown is number 2. He's number 2. But I didn't see him play. Barry, 1. Yeah. Number 2 would be definitely Walter Payton. 3, I think Eric Dickerson is the most underrated running back in history. People forget how good he was. Dickerson would be 3. Yeah, Falk probably 4, because I thought Marshall Falk was great all-around back. And then 5, yeah. 5 would be Peterson. Then you could put Thurman Thomas in there, too. He was really good. And then I would have Emmett after those guys. Bo Jackson would have been the greatest if he didn't get hurt. Maybe, or second. Mars Attack with Jim Brown's best, yeah. Bo Jackson, I think, is the greatest athlete, but he got hurt. That was a problem. For me, Peyton would be 1. Did everything well. He did. He did everything well. Falk was a bad mofo. But I mean that would be my list. If you include guys I haven't seen, then you got to include Jim Brown. You got to include O.J. Simpson. You got to include what about guys like Gale Sayers and stuff like that? I didn't see him play. So no, me, if I include him, yeah. I think Brady's the second best quarterback of all time. I still would put Montana 1. I know that's crazy, but Montana didn't lose in the Super Bowl. OJ was also, but team play. Yeah, it's true. Christian Okoye was great. Yeah. Yeah, Gale Sayers was poetry in motion. I mean, those guys are before my time, but I think they have to be included, you know? Yeah, yeah. And from my experience, most people who are a little older than me that saw Jim Brown play all would say Jim Brown's number 1. Even Barry Sanders used to tell Barry, Jim Brown, you're the second best running back. Jim Brown's number 1. Those who watch Jim Brown play think Jim Brown was the greatest running back. And I have no problem with it. But me, on a personal level, I never saw him play. So to me, it was Barry. Yeah, I caught the end of it. But I totally missed it. You know? Dorset was great, yeah. Yeah, Jim Brown's version of it. Yeah, I have no problem with anybody saying Brown's 1. I just never saw him play. Barry was just another level. It was just something different. So I have no problem when somebody says Jim Brown 1. But anybody that tries to tell me like Emmitt Smith over Barry Sanders is crazy. Yeah, I mean OJ, yeah, of course, the off the field stuff taints it. I get it. But if we're taking that out of it, I'm just saying if we went to guys I never seen play, then you have to include OJ. He was up there. Well, he was a Cowboy, yeah. Bo Jackson was a great shame career cut. Bo Jackson, I think, is the best athlete. Best football athlete, probably, right? I mean, that guy played not only like Deion Sanders played baseball. He wasn't that great at baseball. Bo Jackson was a great baseball player and a great football player. He was so strong that he hurt his leg. Yeah, Barry easily, exactly. Yeah, so I would go. Yeah, I think, yeah, out of the guys I saw, so I can't include Jim I would include Jim Brown too, even though I never saw him play. If I had to rank those guys, but if I don't rank guys I didn't see, Walter Payton's 2. Number 3 is definitely Eric Dickerson is the most underrated running back. Everybody forgets him. You can even talk about guys like Marcus Allen. I mean, there's some good backs, man. Mahomes going deep, and he throws an interception. Wow, he had a bad pass by God. If Hurts made that throw, they would kill him. What a bad pass. Yeah, I don't know enough about Thorpe. Frank Gore, number 3, all rushing. Yeah, he did, but he played a long time. He played a long time, you know. Jim Brown 1, Barry Sanders 2. Walter Payton, Earl Campbell, Arthur Scale Sayers, Marzone. It's not a bad list. I can't argue it. All right, Texas got the ball back. Jim Brown, no doubt, is the best fullback. Jim Brown, look, it's hard for me to argue. I didn't see him play though, you know. Yeah, Marshall Faulk's very, very underrated, and I think Eric Dickerson is the forgotten great one. People forget about him. People don't even talk about Eric Dickerson. He got sacked. Stroud's down. Stroud's up slow. Herschel Walker, I mean, he was good, but I don't think he's up there with those guys. Ricky Waters was so underrated in Eagles history fight. Yeah, Ricky Waters was a good back, a very good back. He's not on those guys' level, though. Oh, Stroud got hit hard. Falk dominated the running game for 5. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Brian Westbrook was a great back. You know, but I mean, we're talking about the great of greats. Marcus Allen, you got to put up there too. Stroud gets away, throws. Oh, he got a first. That's a bad spot by the refs, man. It's a bad spot. Oh, I think he got a first. No. Emmett Smith is one of the great backs of all time. He is. He's one of the great backs of all time. But he played a lot longer than Barry, and he had a great offensive line. He literally had probably the greatest offensive line I've ever seen. I'm just being honest. Yeah, LaDaine Thomas was great too. Adrian Peterson, you got to put him up there. Walter Payton was great. Walter Payton was great. No, great. And he was smooth, and he just did everything really good. Yeah. LT is my top. Lawrence Taylor to me is the greatest defensive player of all time. I mean, I'm just being honest. Best, like, to me, maybe it's most ferocious. Like that we played, he scared the crap out of me. Reggie's the greatest pass rusher of all time. Oh, man, he got hit. Dude, man, those Chiefs are hitting. Chuck Bednarik was before I never saw him play. Tomlinson was good, yeah. Ronnie Lott's the best safety ever, I think. Yep, I agree. Top 5 wide receivers, jeez. I could tell you Jerry Rice would be number 1. I would go Rice 1. Man, that's really hard. There's a lot of good receivers. I would need to think about that. Rice 1, for sure. I think you got to put Megatron up there. I think you got to put Randy Moss up there. I think you have to put Steve. A lot of people forget about Steve Largent, but you got to put Steve Largent up there. I don't know what order I would go. I have to think hard about that. But I would say Jerry Rice would be number 1, and it's not. Jerry Rice, to me, is number 1. Megatron's up there. Steve Largent, forgotten about guy. Randy Moss is up there. I have to think about it. Definitely not Todd Pinkston. I can tell you that, But so I don't want to leave any receivers out from the past. There's a lot of good receivers now, I think Jerry Rice would be my number 1 player ever. Football player ever. If I had to do a top 100 list of football players, I think Jerry Rice would probably be number 1 football player. No, James Trash, no. James Trash, no. Michael Irvin is a great, Rice, T.O., Moss, Megatron. Yeah. See, I think Moss could have been the greatest ever. I don't think if Moss was because Moss would disappear for times and he would get demotivated. But if he had the same mindset as Jerry Rice, he would have been the greatest receiver of all time. Yeah, Jerry Rice is it's Jerry Rice. The other receivers I'd have to think about, guys like Art Monk and Harold Carmichael, they're Hall of Famers. I don't know, did Art Monk ever get in? Art Monk should have gotten in before Michael Irvin. Chris Carter was good. Marvin Harris. I mean, there's a lot of good ones, Yeah, Moss was amazing. Phil, I went back to watch film on Reggie. Would we ever have someone who is at least 20%? Reggie was something ridiculous. I mean, Reggie was getting, 20 sacks in 12 games in a league that didn't throw the ball. They throw the ball twice as much as they ever thrown. He even had 30 sacks today's game. I really believe that. Marvin Harrison was great. Yeah, I think he's underrated. Yeah. Vince Jackson, Andre. I mean, there's a lot of good receivers. I could tell you that I think Rice is number 1. I don't know. I'd have to think hard and long about the other rank, where to put the other guys. And I think Steve Largent is the forgotten guy. Like Dickerson for running backs. People forget how good Steve Largent was. Matter of fact, Steve Largent for many years was considered the best receiver until Rice. Kellen Winslow, tight end wise, yeah. There's a lot of good receivers. Mahomes running for his life. Who's the best corner? Oh, that's a good question. Best cornerback I've ever seen. Man, that's a great question. Might be Eric Allen. The best I've seen. Champ Bailey was really good. Trying to think who else. Dion would be good. Dion was up there. I'm sure there are guys I'm thinking. Champ Bailey, yeah. Mel Blunt, see, that's before my time. I'm trying to keep it guys I watch with my own eyes. Darryl Green. I would have to put Darryl Green up there. Darryl Green was a great corner. Mahomes trying to escape for his life. He ain't going to get it. Rod Woodson, yeah. Rod Woodson is interesting because he was a corner for a long time. Then he went in safety, and he was really good at safety as well. Champ Bailey, Darryl Green. Yeah. Revis, yeah. I think Revis you have to put in there. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good ones. Namdi wasn't one. Charles Woodson was good. Yeah. But, man. I would say Deion Sanders is probably the best cover corner. Like, just pure coverage. I would say Deion. An athlete, 4th and 10, he didn't get it. They went for it on 4th and 1 and did not get it. Boy, Chiefs are acting desperate, man. They went for 4th and 1 in field goal range at the 30-yard line and didn't get it. I don't know why they would go for this. It's desperate. Andy's desperate. Deion, he had a toe too. Deion, I think, like athletically and just pure cover, he probably would be the best. But he hated to tackle. Deion didn't want to tackle. Darryl Green was smaller, but he was just great at everything. I think Eric Allen was maybe the best pure corner. Safety, I would go Ronnie Lott would be number 1 safety of all time. Prime Revis was amazing, yeah. But if I had to say best safety would be Ronnie Lott. Lester Hayes, I didn't see him. Derek Green, Eric Allen, Mike Haynes, Art Lewis. Yeah, all good ones. Ty Law was another good one, man. Yeah. Yep, he was. Yeah, Darryl Green was fast as hell. Ronnie Lott had them cut his finger off so he could go back in a game. Ed Reed was great. Yeah. Yeah. Ed Reed, Ronnie Lott. Yeah, I have no problem with that list at all. Texas looked like the Eagles can't adjust, right? Ed Reed was something else. He was great. Night Train Lane, see, that's before my time. No, we talked about Champ Bailey as a corner. Palomalu, yeah. I think Dawkins changed the position. That was one of the reasons why he got in. Because they started using him as you see they use everybody else today. Stroud running for his life on 3rd and 3. Look, throws. Caught, first down at the 16-yard line. No, I mentioned Champ. See, when Dawkins came in, Dawkins was the first safety that could be both. Like back in the day, you had your free safety and you had your strong safety. And the strong safety would come up, play in the box, stop the run, and then you had your free safety that roamed in the secondary. Brian Dawkins was really the first guy that was, defense was built around him. He could play both interchanging. Now you see today, safety's got to be able to cover. And he really changed that. Then you saw Ed Reed come, Troy came, all these other guys came. But really, Dawkins and Jim Johnson's vision for him really changed it. Yeah, Tatum was a missile. I mean, it's before my time, though. Larry Fitzgerald, imagine if he had... Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald was really good. Larry Fitzgerald's really underrated, in my opinion. Where does Rankinship? He's not there. 2nd and 7. Chiefs are getting worn out, dude. 1st and goal at the 5. Lott, Reid, easily, Dawkins, Steve Atwater. How about Atwater? Boy, Atwater could hit too. Atwater hit on a Christian Okoye. It was one of the great hits of all time. Sean Taylor might have been the greatest of all time if his career was able to play out. Like he was that good where if he gets to play out, to me, Sean Taylor's a lot like Jerome Brown. Like, you let those guys play out their career, and they're up there. Yeah, Troy was great. John Lynch, I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, there's no doubt. Yeah, Steve Atwater was great. Yeah, Sean Taylor, Jerome Brown, a great comparison. Yeah, they both, if they play out their careers, you're probably talking maybe both being the best at their position. You just didn't get a chance to do it, you know? Sean Taylor was one of those guys, Lawrence Taylor growing up was like, oh, used to worry about, gotta play Lawrence Taylor, damn it. I started to say that with the Washington, Sean Taylor. Oh, shit, Sean Taylor. I haven't said that about any other defense. Touchdown, Houston. Houston, big touchdown. Lyle Alzado that was before my time. Yeah, Dawkins is my personal favorite too. Yeah, he's my personal favorite. Bob Sanders was good. He just got hurt all the time. The hit on Coy and that football guy's probably you ain't kidding. And I would say Dawkins similar. Look what he did to Jerome Bettis. I mean, that was ridiculous. Well, dude, Houston is up. Yeah, they had the line. I think obviously Emmett's a Hall of Famer, and he's one of the greats. There's no question. But I think the offensive line may be the best in history. It was that good. Best coach of all, I think you got to say Belichick. I mean, I think you got to put him there. Wise guy, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, remember Chuck Cecil, best safety hitter ever with running? Yeah, Chuck Cecil, I remember him. He hit. Yeah, Brown's hit on Bush was fantastic. Andy reminiscing the old days before being let go. That and isn't offensive coordinator too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about their offensive coordinator. Dawkins and Cunningham, yeah, they're up there for me too. If Steve Smith was 6'4", he would bet. Steve Smith was fantastic too. Belichick, yeah, Bill Walsh could put up there. Don Shula, right? Don Shell hit on Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell was scary, man. He just didn't he didn't play a long time though, right? Like, he got worn out pretty quick with his style. You know? Philly Mount Rushmore. Dawkins, Randall, Reggie, Hurts. It's interesting. Like, to me, see, there's always a difference between my personal Mount Rushmore and then what I think the Eagles' Mount Rushmore is. You know? So, it would be a little different. Parcells was good, yeah. You have to put McNair. If you're doing an Eagles amount, you have to put him on there. You know, even though I didn't get to see him play. You know, Lombardi, yeah, Vince Lombardi. I'm gonna still say Joe Montana. My personal favorite is Randall Cunningham, but I think the greatest quarterback of all time is Joe Montana. And I know there's a great argument to be made about Brady. I can't argue that. But all I'll say is Montana never lost a Super Bowl. Eagles aren't winning 10 games this year? Yeah, they are. Yeah. Joe Montana, it was Joe Cool. Yeah, it was. It was Joe Cool. Was 90 the best Philadelphia Eagles back in the years? No, I mean, I think the best Philadelphia Eagles team I've ever seen is last year. I think that's the greatest Eagles team ever. All around. Now, if you want to say what's the greatest Eagles defense of all time, it's 91. But I think last year, all around, is the best Eagles team of all time. One of the most vicious safeties football, Jack Tatum for the Raiders, might be before your yeah, he's before my time. Like I said, like I can't put those guys I didn't see. It's hard for me to put them on a list, but yeah, I mean, if I was doing a list and I had to include it, he would be up there. But I never saw him play. '24 was the best Eagles team Super Bowl ever. Yeah, it's the best. It's the best Eagles team I personally seen, which is only in the Super Bowl era. All right, we'll see what what's his face has left. Can Mahomes come back? They got plenty of time. Joe Montana's the best quarterback of all time. Never lost Super Bowl and beat our defense with Reggie, Jerome, Seth. He got beaten up in the first half of the game, then came back and threw 3 touchdowns. Yeah, he went to the 3-step drop and he started making throw. I mean, yeah, he beat some good teams. Dick Bucket's most fierce player ever to play by far. Yeah, a little bit before my time. Earl Campbell said Jack Tatum the only hit to hurt. I believe that. So remember how Dawkins came out of the tunnel to begin the games like Wolverine hit? Yeah, it was awesome. Mahomes looking, getting pressure, throws. Incomplete, 4th down. Right, I say 2017 and 2020 best team. Yeah. I mean, I think that 2024 team. See, I think the 2024 team is the best Eagles team all around. I think the 2004 Eagles, I think they beat the 2017 Eagles. Even though we won in 2017, that 2004 team had to they had to go up against a dynasty. They had to play a much tougher competition at Super Bowl. So I actually think the McNabb team would have beaten the Wentz Foles team. But I don't think any of them have beaten the team last year. See, they were really good. Remember the Eagles' dream team? Yeah, I remember. I always think about the golden era running backs from the early 2000s. Thomas and Priest, Holmes, Ricky Williams, Fred Taylor, Allstott, McAllister, Westbrook, Tiki, Jones, Drew. That's insane. Yeah, it was insane. 2000 Eagles should have won. Dan McNabb Puget, right? Dick Buckets was in Johnny. Was he? That's funny. 04 Eagles wins. Yeah. I agree. 04, 17, 24. See, I would go 24, 04, 17. So I would go 24, 04, 17. I don't think anybody's beaten the team last year. Fourth and 4, Mahomes going for it. Looks, throws. Incomplete drop by Rice. I'm sorry, Brown. And they take over. Yeah, it should have one loss. The Eagles' 2024 defense was better than 2017. The 2017 team had a better D-line. But the 2024 team had better linebackers and better secondary. The coverage was also good last year. I also think that the Eagles' offense, even though they struggled at times last year, I still would take the talent on that offense with that run game over 2017. Andrew Luck, I mean, he should have been better than what he was. You know. Okay, I agree. You're a big fan, brother. Thank you. Chiefs done. They are. Texans take over. It is. I think the 1980 team Eagles should have won a Super Bowl, but they were too excited about beating Dallas in the NFC Championship game that took the Raiders for granted. They beat the Raiders in the regular season too. Now, weren't the Raiders were they like a wild card team that year or something? Like they weren't that good in the regular season, right? Something to that effect. Yeah, they should have won that. The 2017 Eagles secondary was really bad. We were getting cooked by Eli. Yeah, I mean Brady threw for over 500 yards in that game. It's just that Foles went toe for toe. Do you think how? I do not think he will. No. 500 a night. Oh, yeah, kind of. That Fog Bowl team. I think if that Fog Bowl don't happen, I think that team wins the whole thing. I really think that was like, that was like our curse stage. Like the only way the Eagles weren't going to win the Super Bowl is you had to have like Fog Bowl because Chicago was not beating them on that day. I believe that. And I also believe the year that Cunningham got hurt, I believe they win. I believe they were going to win that year too. They were 10-6 that year. They had no quarterback. Yeah, the damn fog. You couldn't see nothing in that fog. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. You couldn't see anything on TV. It was the craziest thing ever. No. I think the 91 Eagles defenses. The 85 Bears will get the credit because they won, but I think the most dominating defense I've ever seen was the 91 Eagles. Because they had to play like 40 minutes on the field the whole game, and they still only give up like 9 points. That was the most dominating defense I ever seen. I would go the Eagles, 91 Eagles, 85 Bears, and then what was it, the 2002, 2001 Ravens, something like that. Those would be my top three. 2000 Ravens. That would be my top three. But that 91 Eagles defense was the greatest defense I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. They just had no offense. They would be on the field like 40 minutes a game, and they would give up like 6 points. And you couldn't run on them. You couldn't pass on them. They were number one in run defense, passing defense, turnovers, like 1-2 in sacks. They were crazy. I've never seen anything like it since. They just had no offense. I didn't get to watch Cunningham, but they changed the game for these quarterbacks today when he was doing his legs league. Yeah, exactly right. Yep. Poor Browns, they had a Super Bowl in their hands. They let go Baltimore. I know, right? We only scored on defense. Yeah, the defense was scoring more than the offense that year. And you went through quarterback after quarterback. It was like you had, Cunningham goes out week one. Then you had McMahon, he goes out. Didn't they have Bubby Brister? And then you had like something Kemp, like Jeff Kemp or something. It was like all these quarterbacks, they couldn't do anything. Well, I don't remember that because they didn't win. Because they didn't win. If they would have won, they would have been the greatest defense. If they would have won Super Bowl, they would be considered the greatest defense of all time. But they didn't win. That's why. Pat Ryan, yeah. It was crazy. Yeah, it's the greatest defense I've ever seen, but they're never going to get the credit. And rightfully so. I understand you got to win. That's why you have to win. Do you think the Eagles from 2025 miss a golden chance to win? Yeah, I do, and I blame the front office because they needed that one player, right? They need that one player that receiver to get them over the top, and they shouldn't have done it so late. If they would have done it like after the first NFC Championship loss, they probably win a Super Bowl at least. Stroud on 3rd and 7 throws, flags fly. Only us older Eagle fans know about. Yeah, I know. I know. It's crazy. Mm. So we did destroy the Chiefs, yeah. Yeah, it was a good defense. It was a good defense. There's no question about it. But were they the most dominant defense I've seen? Nah. I think I can name, like I said, the Eagles, the Bears, and the Ravens were all better, more dominant in my opinion. Yeah, they had Fred Barnett. They had nobody could get them the ball. The Eagles' defense would score. They would score more points than the offense. They'd get turnovers and start lateraling it because that would be the only way we could score. Stroud got to get on 3rd and 12. Oh, he had him wide open. That was a wide open game. Kansas City going to get the ball back. That was the game right there. Do new Eagle fans get on your nerves? They don't get on my nerves. No, I wouldn't say nerves, but I know that they like they're like we're coming off of two different realities. You know what I mean? Like we come off reality of like we had a lot of bad losing, a lot of crazy stuff, and they've seen the good stuff. They haven't seen the bad stuff yet, but they've seen the good stuff. You know. And we know you could go a long time with a lot of bad luck. So I feel like in some ways, you know, they're spoiled in that regard, but you know, they're lucky. The 91 defense was number 1 in total defense, run defense, and pass defense. You never see that happen. No, it's only happened like a couple times ever. And I think they were 1 in turnovers. I think they were also like 1 or 2 in sacks. Every year during that era, the top 2 sack teams in the league were the Eagles and the Saints. I don't know if you guys remember, but the Saints used to have a really good defense. They had great linebackers, Patrick Swilling, Ricky Jackson, and it was always the Eagles, Saints led in sacks. If you guys remember those days. Yeah, it was our last season with them. But I'll say this, and I'll say this again. The 2024 Eagles team is the most complete Eagles team I've ever seen. I believe that. Mahomes, let's see what he does. Mahomes looks, throws, intercepted. Kelsey had it, bobbled it, picked off. That's the game. This game's over. They're done. Chiefs are done. They're going to go to 6-7. 3rd turnover of the game. Wow. Playing with Phil and Tech, you're guaranteed an interception. Yeah. When they finally included them, Kelsey had it, and he bobbles it. Texans, man. Yeah, 6-7, I guess. Yeah. 6-7. They're 6-7. Kelsey, he might. Texans defense is really good. Really good. So the Chiefs are done. They can't win the division now. I think Denver just clinched the division tonight. And which one's worst heartbreak? I can tell you, I didn't even read it. It's the Buccaneers one. The Bucs NFC Championship game to close the vet. To this day, right now, even over 2 Super Bowl losses to me, is the worst loss ever. I'm not over it yet. It scarred me for life. And that game to the Bucs, the last one at the vet, still to this day haunts me. That's the worst game loss ever. Yeah, they did. Went 7-0 in that game. Yeah, we had a great run. Brian Mitchell runs it back. Deuce Staley runs in for a run. And then we stop running the rest of the game. And yeah, Levon Kirkland was playing in place of Jeremiah Trotter because we let him go. And that was a big mistake, and it bit us in the ass. Yeah, that was their team. And the Tampa had lost to us like twice in the playoffs before we had owned them. And they beat us. And if you win that game, you were playing the Raiders, which wasn't as good as the Bucs. You would have crushed them. Now you got it's fans saying they killed the Chiefs' confidence, so delusional. I think the Chiefs are just look tired and old. You know, when you go to the Super Bowl every year, I mean, let's face it, they go on a lot. You need this. They probably need this mental break of losing. The worst playoff game lost the Eagles and the 8-1 loss to the Giants at the vet caused Vermeil to start burning out the Giants. No offense. Yeah, I remember hearing about that a little before my time. So if we win that game, we would have correct. Oh, I agree. I agree. Chargers are 2.5 game back behind Denver. It's over. Losing to Andy Reid, yeah, the way we lost that game really, I have a sour taste in my mouth about that Super Bowl. But that Buccaneers game, like, that was the last game at the vet. That was destiny, man. And we just let it go. We just let it slip away. I do not miss Nate Carey, no. Tampa kind of right now, it looks like they're collapsing, They lost to the Saints today. That, to me, is the biggest surprise of the day. And it looks like Carolina's got a chance I think Carolina's going to win that division. And then they're going to wind up playing, Carolina's going to wind up playing at home against a team like Seattle, who's going to have like 12 or 13 wins. Yeah, that was a tough Super Bowl. There's no doubt. This game is over. From Marion Campbell, years in the 80s, terrible. Yeah, that's when I really started right. That's when I really started remembering and being emotionally attached to Eagles. Was around that time when the only good players was like Roy Nell Young and Mike Quick. Yeah. The vet sucked. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible, but I loved it, but it was horrible. Just don't go to the bathroom. That was the worst place to try to go to the bathroom. I don't think we lose 3 in a row. No way. Nah, we're winning tomorrow. I think McNabb is the best friend. Oh, I think that he's won enough games where you can say that. Yeah. I'm okay with you saying that. With people that say that, I'm okay with it. I would take Cunningham before I would take him, but I think that in terms of wins and success, you got to put him up there. Eagles 91 defense was more dominant than 2000 Ravens. They had 20 more sacks than the Ravens. The only thing the Eagles were missing was the playoffs because they had no offense. Yeah, and if you look at how much they were on the field, that was the crazy part, was they had to spend a ton of time on the field because you couldn't move the ball. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't throw the ball. We couldn't do anything. Yeah, the Alshon drop was bad because you know that if they beat the Saints there, they're going to go win the Super Bowl again. They're going back. Carmichael? No, I don't think so. I think Carmichael's still here. Who's the best free agent? I think it's got to be Saquon. I mean, just for 1 year and what he did and winning a Super Bowl, I think you have to put Saquon as the number one best signing in franchise history as a free agent. I mean, he had maybe the best year for a running back in history and then won a Super Bowl. It has to be him. Chiefs got, how many? Chiefs got 7. Yeah, T.O. number 2. Yeah, T.O. up there too. Yeah, T.O. not considered a free agent signing though. He's considered a trade. Chiefs got no timeouts. So 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. If you're the Chiefs, they got to hold them here. I say throw it. Screw them. Philly kind of random, but the only Cowboy player I wish was an Eagle. Interesting. Interesting. I never forget the home win against Detroit with Ray Rhodes 500. I started screaming and couldn't hear my own voice. It was party at the. Oh, that's the playoff win, right? Where Lomas Brown, is that the one where he guaranteed victory on us? Yep. T.O. was a trade. Remember, technically T.O. was a trade. So I don't know if he would count as a free agent signing. He was traded from the Ravens to the Eagles. So who would be 2? You have to think about that. So me and my son are ahead of the game on Sunday. I'm hoping to get some autographs. Oh, that's cool, Tally Ford. I hope you guys have a great time. And let me know how it goes, Yeah, what happened was Owen's agent forgot to. Something happened where Owen's agent forgot to turn in something that he was going to be a free agent or whatever. And so there was a big fight with the Niners. Niners trade him to the Ravens. He gets traded to the Ravens. I remember thinking, oh, shit. Owens went trade the Ravens. Damn it, we blew it. Owens refuses to go to Baltimore. He starts fighting Baltimore. I'm not going. I don't want to be part of it. I ain't going to Baltimore. Okay, like Slay with Buffalo. But he's not going to go. So like he doesn't show up for his physical, all this stuff. And I remember we were all like, come on, keep fighting, Owens, keep fighting. And I think it was like a week or 2 later, the Ravens trade him to the Eagles. And it was like a 3-way trade. The 49ers got some compensation too. And he ended up coming to the Eagles. But he was traded to the Ravens, refused to go. That's how he became an Eagle. Because he wanted to go to Philly. He was supposed to be a free agent. Something happened and they didn't turn in the right stuff. And that's how it happened. It was crazy. It was crazy time. Because we thought we lost him. And I was like, damn it, another receiver. We needed that one. That was crazy. Oh, man. No, we didn't trade. I think Jenkins was a free agent. Asante Samuel's another free agent. He was a good signing. I'm trying to think of other free agents. Zach Ball was a great signing. Alshon was a free agent. Yeah, the 91 defense gave up 2.97 yards a carry in a time where teams tried to run more than they do today. Yeah, 2.97 yards. And I think they went like something like, I don't know, it was like 40 games or some ridiculous amount of games without a rushing touchdown. I don't know if it was 40, but I forget what it was, but it was something crazy. This game's over. Slay can't end his career. No, Slay's getting screwed over. 24-20 Eagles. Javon Curse was a good signing. LeGarrette Blount was a late signing, remember? Hugh Douglas was a trade. The Eagles traded for Hugh Douglas. Yeah, Foles was a free agent signing. That's crazy because I guess I always think of Foles as a draft pick, but you're right. He signed and came back as a backup. He's got to be up there as one of the great signings too. That's interesting. Yeah, Andre Waters is awesome. Jason Peters was a trade from Buffalo. Yep. They've traded a first-round pick for him. Runyon was a great free agent signing. Brandon Brooks, great free agent signing. I would say Barkley. I think Barkley's got to be the number one, the greatest, just because of the year he had. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What a big loss for the Chiefs. Chiefs are done. I just think the Chiefs are done. Foles is a treasure. I think he'd be head coach. He might be. Chris Long was a free. Yeah. No, Aguilar was bad. Aguilar was a draft pick. He was drafted. It's over. Brad Gable starting for quarterback. Yeah, Brad Gable. Oh my God, dude, that name. Ugh. It was crazy. That was a crazy year. I don't know how to feel about the Eagles after losing 2 games. My heart's telling me they will win, but mine's taking other. Yeah, I get it. I think tomorrow I think it's going to be a great question. I don't know what we're going to get, but I think that this season can go down the drain tomorrow, or it can turn around. I think it's going to be one or the other. I don't think there's any in between with this team. You know? Garcia got us to the Super Bowl. Garcia never got us to the Super Bowl. He got us to the playoffs. You see the hit? Yeah, I saw it, man. Yeah, that's horrible. When you're his age, coming back from that kind of injury, I hope not. You know? Yeah, Nnamdi was obviously the worst signing in history. Yeah. Yeah, let's get back on the horse tomorrow. Yeah, big day. Now, for me tomorrow, I do have some channel membership stuff I was supposed to release today that I just didn't finish editing. Tomorrow is probably going to be pretty quiet during the day. I got a bunch of stuff to do so that by the time the Eagles game gets here, I'm able to be on time. So you'll see me probably half hour before the game. That's when you'll see me again tomorrow. Unless you're a channel member, then I'll post some stuff. Yeah, zero confidence tomorrow. Yeah, well, that's fair. Yeah. Garcia should have gotten us to the Super Bowl. We lost the Saints in New Orleans the year of Katrina. We wouldn't stop the run. Yeah. Remember we had, it was a Dante Stallworth. I wanted him back so bad, and we didn't get him. Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. Yes, I agree. I feel okay about tomorrow. I do. I was born in 01, so I didn't get attached to the Eagles till like 06, 05. Yeah. I do remember 04 Super Bowl, though. Yeah. I mean, you've gotten to see a lot of good football, man. Yeah, lucky. You guys, it's good. 500 Saquon was our best signing. A.J. Brown was the best trade. Smith was draft pick. Yeah, you could be right. I mean, I'd have to really, really think about it, but you could be right. AJ or Owens was the best trade, probably. But yeah, I mean, I have to think about it. A lot of good players, but Saquon, without question. Well, I'll say all three of those guys, without question, are all consequential. You need all of them for that Super Bowl. You know, like I said, we're in the golden era. To me, it's not about winning one Super Bowl. Like this team needs to win 2 or 3 Super Bowls. 2 or 3 Super Bowls with what we got. And, you know, right now, you know, if we only come out with 1 Super Bowl, I feel like we underachieved. We got to win more. Danny, that's a 1-year deal. Yeah, it's crazy. Owens would have been the best trade if him and McNabb weren't pitching. Yeah. If Owens would have stayed another 3-4 years, we might have gotten back. If you look back at the chat, I said the Chiefs are going nowhere. I believe Holmes and the Chiefs are done. No playoff appearance this year. Book it. I think you're right, James. I think you're right. I don't know. Somebody asked me about the question about the rabbit. I don't know. I kind of find it embarrassing, but I don't know. Maybe they're joking around. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? So the Eagles might lose by like 14 points or more. Can't beat anybody when you don't know how to put. Well, I'll tell you this: if they lose like that tomorrow, I think they're going to lose out. I think if I don't think there's any in between. I think it's going to be either you come out, you play good football, you get back on track, and you're dangerous in the playoffs, or you collapse. I don't think it's going to be like, oh, we just squeaked in, but we're not playing good, but maybe we get through one round. Like, I don't think there's in between. I think it's either collapse or you get your shit together. And I think it starts tomorrow. That's what I really think. So, but I mean, we're going to find out. We'll see, you know. Chiefs over. It is over. It is over, dolls. But let me thank everybody for joining. I am going to go ahead and get out of here. I got to get up real early, Mark. I got to get everything done so we're streaming the game on time and we can do our post game and all that stuff. But that makes me have a busy day. So let me thank everybody for joining me tonight, hanging out. It was fun. I wish this game was a little better, but it is what it is. And the other game was fantastic. And we got a big one tomorrow. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I want to thank all super chats, all subscribers, all the views, and just hanging out, talking shit, and having fun. I appreciate it. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. And, I'll see you guys about somewhere around a half hour before kickoff. So I'll have it all set up, and you guys come hang out. Should be good. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I will talk to you guys later, and I will see you tomorrow. It's game time. It's go time. With that, peace out. Love yous. God bless. And we out.
Come on, guys.
2 minutes to go. You got plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott!
Trying to feed
Trying to feed the C Lamb! Trying to feed the C Lamb! You tried to feed the C Lamb! You got to give it to C Lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak! Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.